Can you hear me?
Hello?
What's up?
Hey.
Give me a second.
Yeah, cool. I'm busy too. I'm building a trap, so.
Build it good, though. Build it good.
It's a good spot. You'd like it. It's a guild one too.
Don't try my shit, though. Leave it alone.
I'm just gonna defend and shit while we talk, so I have something to fiddle with. I've got your chat open so I can see all your hosers.
So you can what?
I can see all the hosers.
Oh, the hosers?
Yeah.
Alright, hold on a second. I'm trying to get this set up and then we'll go.
Yeah, I'm not
Hey,
in a hurry.
thanks for that follow-up, Pixel.
Hey, awesome. I hope you guys are having a good night. Everyone in the chat. Hello? It's almost Friday. Let's freaking go.
Let's freaking go. Get pumped.
Hell yeah.
Alright, here we go.
Here we go.
Episode 11. Big Lucky 11. Elrenia from Hell. The Devil's Rejects.
Yes. I could have waited until 13. That would have been cooler, right?
I guess. 11's a good number, no?
Okay.
Double
All
one?
right. I guess.
Yeah, it's a solid number.
It's like a 2.
I mean, I suppose it's like a 2, but it's... How about just double one?
That's okay. Okay. All right.
Alright, fine. Fine, it's like a 2. Fuck. Fine, it's like a 2. Elrenia's volume is low, really? Let me turn her up. I don't think she's low.
Test, test, test. 1, 2. Test,
How about now?
Test. Hello?
I think she's fine.
Hello? Pang lang ding lang dig dong? Pang lang ding lang ding dong. Is that good? Hey guys. Nice to see you guys in chat. Thank you.
I guess you are still a little low. I boosted you to 200 on my side.
Okay, I'll put the mic closer to my mouth. There you go. Does that help?
I think so. How about now, friends? Stick it in. She's not gonna stick it in.
It's as deep as it can go, guys. Calm down.
All right.
Okay, okay. I'll keep it close to my mouth.
I heard you just fine. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with these people. I didn't require you to stick it in there.
Oh, it's too loud now? Too loud? Okay, I'll back it up. Okay.
I can turn it down now a little bit. Did that help?
Oh, apparently it's perfect.
Perfect. All right.
Perfect.
Start it again. Fuck. Elrenia from the Devil's Rejects Hell and this is episode 11. Thank you for joining me, Elrenia. I truly, truly appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for everything you're doing. I love it.
She's also a streamer and one of the very, very few female commanders in the game, actually. Like, it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
Rare breed?
Sweaty butt crack for ya. There you go.
Rare breed.
Hmm.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. Okay, so I got my PJs on right now, so I'm all good to go. First off. If my family, I see you guys up there, my family in the chat. If you guys don't follow Indo already, please give them a follow. We like to support each other here in World v World. We need all the support we can get. Trying to build the community. Thank you, Omicron. A little bit about myself. Okay. Personally, or do you want to know about the game shit first?
Your call. Wherever you want to go with it.
Okay,
it's a very open-ended question. You can share as much or as little as you want.
Okay, I already told you I was wearing PJs, so I'm kind of like...
Wait, what color PJs? What color PJs? I guess might as well ask.
Camel pants and a black tank top.
Is it a onesie? Is it a onesie piece?
No,
Because that would be pretty super duper if it was a onesie.
oh my god, dude, I wish I want one so freaking bad, man. You have no idea. No idea. Okay, I'm a French Canadian from New Brunswick. So hello all you hosers out there. And I mostly just play video games, and I saw your interview with Azura. I also am in a leader position at work. And have
I didn't
always
ask that
been.
question yet. I'm gonna ask that question.
Okay,
Don't jump the
rewind.
gun just because you've seen the episodes, the previous
Rewind.
podcast. God.
Sorry, Azura
Who's
put a gun to my head.
who's running this interview? You or me? You can't interview yourself.
I mean, you know how it is, right? Sometimes when you're a commander, you just talk to yourself. It's natural.
Listen, that's question number 2. That's the follow-up. Stop jumping the gun.
Well, if you would have called the episode 2 instead of 1-1, then maybe.
All right, fine, fair enough. Continue.
All right.
New Brunswick Canadian, go.
Let's go. I've been commanding since around 2014. My first World v World guild was Sacred Nectar. They no longer exist. After that, I went to Owls. And after that, I was in a couple of guilds, and I started a guild with, you probably know him, Bully and King from the leader of Dead and now the leader of Hate. I started a guild with both those guys.
What was the guild called?
And it was called Kneck Storm.
Okay.
Long time ago, before some of y'all were born.
Game is that old. Might actually be a fair statement.
Yeah. And after that, I just went on my own to start Hell. And we've been growing ever since for a lot of years now, and I work very freaking hard to build an amazing community of people that I now call family.
What server is Hell on?
We are in Kneck.
How long you guys been on Kneck?
Always. Sorry, always.
Okay. So how old's the guild, would you say? 3 years? 4 years?
I don't know. I have no idea. Like pretty old that I don't remember, right?
That's pretty old,
I
Elrenia.
had
That's
to
pretty
go.
old.
Listen, I prepared for tonight. Okay, I had to write down when I started commanding because I couldn't remember. I was like, when was it? 2014, man. That was like.
You've been commanding for 8 years? That's pretty impressive, actually.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got all my notes here. Yeah, got all my notes except I didn't write that down. Yeah, I don't know how old the guild is. I don't know how to check. It's
So
pretty old. Like
basically,
I
what
say,
you're
like
saying is
5,
because you have your
6.
notes, if I miss a question, you're just gonna just finish the rest of your notes. Be like, yo, I wrote these down. I'm gonna say it. Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I wrote down something really important on there that I really want to bring up.
Okay.
For later. For
later. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So then here's the question you jumped the gun on. So every single, okay, and then except for the last one where it's just a part of their early years where they were in a leadership position, but every single other commander that I've interviewed to date is either in a executive or management position in their IRL work or has been a leadership position when they went to school. Is that the same for you?
No, I was a fucking loser in school. I used to get bullied. But after, I've always had management jobs, yes. Like assistant manager. Right now I'm a supervisor. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I think you're correct in that. You have to be really organized and ready to... You gotta have thick skin, basically.
Yeah, thick skin, be able to put up with nowadays with a whole lot of nonsense. It's not a position of glory nowadays, to be honest with you.
No, unless you have a really amazing community like I do, which I'm lucky. If it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't tag up at all.
And it's a bit weird, wouldn't you say? Like, so back in the day, right? And tell me if you think differently. Back in the day, there was a lot, like a fuckload more commanders, but people appreciated commanders a lot. Nowadays, there's barely any commanders, and people just shit on commanders. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I
Why do you
wasn't a
think that is?
commander.
Why do you think that is?
I feel like I was always shit on, honestly. I don't feel like there wasn't a moment, maybe like before my time, like commanders were like popular and stuff.
But it's like
I don't know.
no one respects commanders. No one appreciates what commanders do. But and there's a lot less of us. There's probably, I'd say,
Yeah,
from the beginning of the game to now, you're probably at 25% force easily. Like the number
yeah,
of commanders that were out in the beginning of this game, it was incredible. Like you'd have fucking commander upon commander upon commander. Like servers would just rock fucking 30, 40, 50 commanders sometimes. And nowadays, you know, you still have your big guns, obviously, but there's still so many more tags. Nowadays, you have like a server is lucky to have like, you know, 5 to 10, but people just shit on the commanders.
yeah. That's true. You know, it's tough nowadays. I love helping people like command. Like I'm really open to helping people start, and even helping them with their tag. Like my guilty title that started. He's doing really good, but it's tough to start. It's really stressful, and it's a lot of pressure. I feel like nowadays. I feel like if you do one thing wrong, it's the end of the game. People are gonna stop following you forever.
I,
Unless you've been tagging for a really long time, then. I mean, for new commanders,
yeah, I mean, I agree, and I think,
stressful.
I mean, even some veteran commanders, like to be honest with you, I bet you some veteran commanders be like, you know, I get a couple of wipes and I start losing pugs. You know, I think it's really hard nowadays. It truly, truly is, especially for the new commanders.
Yeah, well, that's why you have to not be the kind of commander that yells at your group when you lose. You could just keep going,
Do you think it's that, or
not
do you
give up.
think it's the sense of entitlement from the player base?
I think it's both. But I think everyone has their own opinion of how you should play. I think you should listen to people, but at the same time, try not to take it too personally. Like, I mean, you know, there's certain ways to say things. Like you're saying, some players are very entitled. Like, but I
The
don't know. It's hard to explain.
the thing that I like, and my philosophy on this, and tell me what your opinion is, like
Mm,
pugmanding or open tagging is like an open contract, right? The commander or pugmander has the right to command any way he wants or she wants to, or they want to is probably the more accurate way to say it. They have the right to command however they want, and then you have the right to follow or not follow. Like it seems like a pretty simple social contract to me, no? But
well,
yet
yes.
you still have all these people that just criticize commanders, shit on them in map and team
Yeah.
chat, and then like,
Yeah.
you know, they don't want to follow them yet they don't tag up themselves. This is exactly kind of what I was
Yeah.
saying with
Yeah.
Azure last week.
Well, that's a big thing too, right? In my head, I was saying, "Oh, why don't you fucking tag up?" Jesus. It's really annoying when people
Oh,
do
it's
that.
easy to just to backseat and criticize. What do you mean?
It's very, very easy to backseat. There's a lot of people that come in and try to backseat command. It's really stressful sometimes, but I just try to be quiet, take it in, and if they get too much, tell them to stop.
You do a really good job about it. Like, you know, I don't watch streams often. Full disclosure here, I don't watch streams often, and I don't, you
Yeah.
know, follow commanders often. But I'm always entertained when I watch your stream. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it makes me
Oh,
laugh.
thank you. That's nice.
It's actually a lot of fun to watch you stream and command, number one. But I feel you also have a very positive attitude, and I love that. I
Thank you.
absolutely love that.
Thank you. I try. I try to, you know, because people use this as an escape from real life. You don't want to get into a game and it's more stressful than your real life. You just want to forget about shit and have fun, you know?
I've never
So
seen you
that's
yell
why
though.
we.
Have you ever yelled and gotten angry? Because I yell
Yeah,
all the
maybe.
time. Like I tell
Maybe.
my guys, don't take it personally. I'm just gonna fucking shout and yell, and then let's move the fuck on. But I'll shout and yell. I've never heard you
I,
yell or get mad.
I do sometimes. You probably missed it. But then when I
Interesting.
yell at them, they like it too much, so
Oh, I see.
yeah.
It's one of those kinks, huh?
Yeah. No, I've been playing this for too long to actually get really angry. But I like to get hype and yell, if that's what you mean. I like to get real hype.
I think the most memorable stream is the one where did you dress up as a leprechaun, or was it just a pot of gold and all the fucking St. Patty's shit all over the place? That took a lot of
Yeah.
work. I can't believe you did that. Like, what the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah, I do St. Patrick's Day every year. So everyone buys tickets, tokens, and I actually physically write on them. That's what I had on my pot of gold, and we do huge giveaways, like a lot of gold. I think we had a legendary this year, precursors, and I just dress up and have a good time streaming. I love doing World events. Like last weekend or the weekend before, I forget now. We had a Power Ranger raid. Everyone dressed up as Power Rangers. And we did a ton of giveaways. I did giveaways on my stream for precursors. Like, I feel like I personally need that in the game to keep me going. That's what I want the community to. I want the community to grow. I want to interest people in doing different stuff in World Review World. I don't want to just go around taking the same tower at the same spot every day over and over again, you know? It gets boring.
Aina
Yeah,
could
I
do a
love
better
community
job.
events. What could?
Aina could do a better job of creating content in World v World.
Yeah, yeah, like giving people a reason to take objectives. Like every relink, there's you get a reward for, I don't know, PPT and PvP. You know what I mean? Like some kind of reward for people, because right now there's nothing. The guild missions are okay, but by now most people here already have a ton of commendations.
I have a question from someone in chat. What gets
Yeah.
you angry in World v World?
What gets me angry? I'm scared to say it because then I'm worried I'm gonna get trolled with it even more.
Say it.
What actually makes me really, really angry in World v World is not all the shit talk and all that. I can take that. It's when people throw siege.
At your body?
No, not that. When they throw siege when I'm throwing siege to build.
That makes you angry?
It's a trigger. It makes me want to rage quit. I actually get
Shut-
mad, dude, and I have to be quiet for like a whole minute. I have to be mad.
Shut
Like, I have to
up.
be
Are you
quiet.
serious?
Yeah, I have to be quiet for a whole minute, or else I will start
Yo.
losing it and have to apologize later.
Yo, you realize now that you said this, everyone's just gonna troll you with Siege.
I know. That's why I didn't want to fucking say it.
It's gonna happen now.
Oh well, you know, it's okay. That's a big thing for me. When you're like commanding and you're taking, I mean, whatever.
No, go ahead. Continue.
When you're commanding and you've got all your shit lined up and you've got all your things calculated and there's some little
Piece of
person-
shit, right? Some fucking asshole
Yeah,
who
some
thinks
asshole coming around
their
throwing
siege is better than yours.
Yeah, throwing siege around, just being really annoying the whole time, and there's nothing you can do about it. That drives me nuts.
Because then your noobs also just build every random piece of siege they see. They don't care whether it's useful. No, siege print down. Let me press F.
Yeah, I know, because people see and build right away. I see you guys in the chat there. They're all like fucking getting ready to buy fucking siege.
Oh, you play on Kneck too.
Oh.
Look, Stark is on Kneck.
Oh.
Billy Bones is on Kneck. They're
Oh,
coming.
no.
They're coming for you, Elrenia. They're coming for you.
God. Oh no. Yeah, that's one thing that makes me really angry. That's pretty much the only thing. I can't think of anything else right now. That and other commanders that just don't give a fuck about anything, that think they're better than everyone and shit. I hate that attitude.
Now,
No
would you
reason
say
for it.
that's the I don't give a fuck attitude or the elitist attitude?
Elitist.
So the I don't give a
Elitist.
fuck attitude doesn't bother you, but the elitist attitude does. Is that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
would that be fair to say?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Do you
I mean,
want to?
if people are logging on just to PPT, it's your own game. You do whatever the hell you want. If you want to PPT, I don't care. Do whatever you want. If you only want to fight, go ahead. Just go fight. Go do 1v1. Do whatever you want. It's your game, right? Like
Just don't come
communication would be
shit.
great.
Just don't come shit on my parade,
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
deal.
Yeah.
Do you want to name drop anybody?
No.
You can. You have that right to.
This guy that I was playing with recently called Indo.
What an asshole that guy
Yeah,
is.
that's
That guy's a
holy fuck,
true
man.
motherfucking elitist motherfucker. Absolutely the
I know.
worst.
I was like waving and shit, and he didn't even say hi.
The, the absolute worst person, commander, player.
That doesn't give a shit about the community at all.
Doesn't give a shit about the community. Is ruining World v World on a daily basis.
Ruining World v World. You
Just-
know, people are like, they refuse to like go. Like, I remember one day you were taking a keep in EB, and people were like, oh, it's Indo, just let the keep die. I was like, what? What? Just go in there and keep trying. All you do is respawn. What's the problem with that?
No. If you die in this game, you go to fucking Valhalla.
Oh,
It's over. You can't die in this game. Once you die, you go to Valhalla. Didn't you know?
well, we do scream Valhalla when we run into Zerg, so.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it
but,
kind of shocks me how people just I don't know, they get very angry about dying. But no, there's no undefeated guilds, groups, players in this game. That's the beautiful thing, quite frankly.
Is
mean,
your main
I'll-
language English? Sorry.
Mine?
Yeah, is your first
Yeah.
language English?
Yeah, why?
Oh, okay. I was just
Yeah, it
curious.
is. It's surprising that people just will avoid conflict or fights altogether in this game.
Yeah. I like 50-50. I like fighting, but I don't like slamming my head against the same fight over and over and over. It gets boring to me. Same thing with taking objectives.
I got another viewer question. What do you think about fight
Oh.
guilds?
Fight guilds?
Yeah.
I like the ones that actually show up to defend. I think they're fine. I mean, the ones that unless you're busy there, I understand that. But if a squad, if someone's going around all day defending a keep, spent like 10 hours defending a keep, and you call it out, they call it out, and the fight guild's there, but they just don't respond to it, that's depressing as hell, and they're never gonna scout for them ever again. So for, like, as a fight guild, that's what I don't like. I like them to respond. If they just want to go around and... I don't mean responding to everything, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, common sense, though. Yeah, I don't have anything against any type of guilds.
You want to name drop some fight guilds that don't respond as well? You have that opportunity.
No, thanks.
Are you sure?
What guild are you in again, Indo?
OP.
That guild, yeah.
Those fucking OP assholes. Good for fucking nothing rat bastards. They get on a map, they think that map is theirs, shit's being attacked. People have been scouting shit for like 10, 15 hours, building siege, and these motherfuckers just let it go. Absolutely the worst fucking guild.
But at the same time, I try not to take it too personally because in the end, it's just a game and they can do whatever the fuck they want. It's just very frustrating because scouts are really, really important to me. And so are smaller groups to take smaller objectives.
I agree with that. I actually agree with your position.
Yeah. Need more scouts. I try to always bring them in the squad or give them gold or say thank you every time they help out because it makes a huge difference.
I agree with that, 100%.
Yep, yep, yep.
So what class do you command on when you're commanding?
I am a Scourge Stripper.
A Scourge Stripper, huh?
Yes, because I
Are
can
you a
play
Stripper first
Necro.
or a Scourge first? Is it in that order?
Scourge, always a Scourge first, Stripper second. Second,
Okay.
you know, it's only if I really need to pay my bills.
I hear you. You know, the command life is expensive. Like I have to work the street corner every now and then too. I mean, it is what it is.
I know, right?
Siege
Just
costs
to buy
money.
Siege. Just to
Food
buy
costs
Siege, I know.
money. Siege and food cost money.
Yeah, exactly.
ANET makes the command life a very poor life.
Yeah, plus you get shit on. But,
Yep, that's good shit on. It's true.
but you know, not trying to discourage anyone from commanding. You get used to it after a while.
Yeah, if you're a masochist, yeah, it's perfect. It's a great life to live.
You're not supposed to tell them that, Ming.
Oh, I mean, commanding is amazing. We need more commanders.
Yeah, yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. You got me distracted with that.
With the stripping?
Yep.
Oh, I apologize.
That's fine, dude.
I asked what class you drive on.
Oh, it's fine. I get distracted easy. Oh, I was just gonna say it's because Necro I can play with my eyes closed. So for me, it's better to command with.
Have you always driven on Scourge?
Yeah.
I used to
Well, I
drive
mean,
on
I
Necro.
used to. Yeah, yeah.
Up to
well, I mean, it used to be before Scourge there, but.
I used to drive on base Necro when the game first got released, and then once Hawk came out, I used to drive on Reaper.
Yeah, me too.
And then once they the Mesmer boon sharing shit went wild, then I swapped to Mesmer.
I actually was playing Mesmer last night. It was really fun. But
Okay.
my only. Sorry, go on.
No, you go ahead. I'm interviewing
I was
you.
gonna say my only problem with playing Mesmer, or playing any kind of like very heavy even a healer or some shit, is that when I drop something that helps the squad, I'm like, yeah, you like that? Yeah, you're freaking welcome. So I can't play that.
You can do that.
Like if I do a very good veil or some, I just said something random there, but
You could do that. No one says you can't.
every time.
Yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
you
Fuck
like
it.
that?
Yeah, you like
whole-
that? You
The
like
whole
that?
command- Yeah,
Little-
you like that?
Little chrono business all up in your life. You like that? You like that?
Yeah, you like that? Yeah, get him. Go get him. Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, why not? It adds a little spice to your commanding, a little flavor. Fuck, if you're not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, because I already drive on Mesmer. So if you're not gonna say it and start driving on Mesmer, then I'm gonna start doing it. You like that? You fucking like that?
Yeah, you should. You should do it when you throw some kind of paper siege or something.
Okay.
Also,
Okay.
yeah, that'd be fun. I'd watch that. I'd probably clip it and then put it on my stream as a button if you'd do that.
Yeah. What made you want to command? What made you decide to be a commander?
It was so long ago, honestly, I don't remember why, but I was pretty lucky that Bull, that's now in hate, was offering to teach people to command. And I took his offering and got addicted ever since, and kept growing. And I love the fact when you're commanding that you're always learning. Like, I've been doing it for a long time. I'm learning every day. I learned a bunch of shit yesterday. I'm always learning new spots from different people, different servers. I love that you're always learning and always improving. That's a big thing for me.
I would agree with that. Even today, commanding for close to 1.4 million kills since 2012, you still learn every single fight, every engagement, things you could have done better.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you gotta know you gotta know when you fuck up. You gotta be like, okay, sorry guys, that was me. Like, 100%, I messed up here. I'll try and do better. You're always learning.
Yep.
And commanders that think that they don't need to learn anything probably shouldn't tag up.
Well, we need more tags, so let's not say that. But no commander should think they know everything. How about that?
Yeah, they probably do close tag anyway, so. And yeah.
We need more pugmanders for sure, right?
Mhm. Yeah, I
do
tag
you
up.
open tag or do you private tag?
No, I open tag, so I'm there every Saturday, no matter what, unless something really bad happens. Every Saturday, I'm open tag, and it's really chill. Like, you've seen my St. Patrick's Day raid there.
Yeah.
We do lots of giveaways and events all the time. Every Saturday, it's really fun, and I don't expect anything from anyone, but I do try to coax people to come into Discord without pressuring them too much, because I know a lot of people have anxiety. I tell them, just mute your mic or
Wait, do
we
you
won't
really
bug
think
you
that's
about
the
that.
reason? Real talk. Do you really think that that's the reason people don't join Discord is because of anxiety? Like, I think there might be a handful of people out there, but do you think it's because of anxiety or do you think because they're fucking lazy? And I say this
Uh,
with
yeah.
with just brutal truthfulness in your sincere answer. Because if you believe it, you believe it. No criticism.
No, I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna play nice just so that you like me. So I think that some of it's anxiety, and I think most of it is people not. They don't feel like being in voice chat. They just want to listen to music and vibe, but they still want to follow the tag. That's what I think, but I don't know.
But do you think that's a little bit of, and I hate using this, but kind of having your cake and eating it too type of deal? Like, if someone's out there taking the effort to command, taking the effort to get some level of organization, taking some effort to defend shit and or take stuff against a potentially organized force, is it too much to ask to be like, yo, can you just hop in Discord so I can just speak and get a little bit of organization and some productivity going? Is that a big
Well, I'm not.
ask?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely frustrating when you're trying to fight a 40-man Zerg and you've got 50 people. Sorry, you've got 40 people, and there's 25 people in Discord, and you get wiped. Well, we know why, right? Because people don't know what you're doing. Like, they don't want to join Discord. That's one very frustrating thing about being an open tag. Because I don't have the requirement of joining Discord like you do when you tag up.
Yeah, I mean, I used to
I
just be
want
completely
to, but
open, but now I've decided, commanding is just so much work and effort. I mean, if I'm going to put in the time, the effort, and the work to command, it's not a big ask. I don't ask you to speak. You don't ever have to say anything. Just hop in and listen to my stupid voice so we know what's going on.
yeah, yeah, I know.
I mean,
You don't
sorry, go
ask a
ahead.
lot, but
The sad part
it's
about it is, we started with, commanding is effort. It's work. There's no reward for it. People don't understand. There's no reward for commanding. Like this one tip that you get, that's not a reward for commanding. It does not offset the amount of effort and work. So I can't stress it enough. If you have a commander out there that you love, that you like, appreciate that person because trust me, commanding is so much fucking effort, and sometimes even me, I love commanding. Okay, I think it's fair to label me as a veteran commander. I love commanding. I love this game the most when I'm commanding. But even me,
yeah,
sometimes I just don't want to fucking command, and I do it for the community. I sincerely
yeah,
just tag up and drudge through it just so the other 20, 30, 40 players that are counting on me, you know, have something to do in a video game. And
yeah.
I just think that people don't appreciate, once again, the very small pool of commanders that are left in this game. We're a dying breed. I'll say it again.
Yeah, I agree. I actually agree with what you're saying. It can be a lot, and a lot. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm really tired. We work full time, and I don't really want to tag up. Sometimes I'd like to just follow someone around, but I always feel like every time I get on, that's what I have to do is tag up because that's what I have fun doing, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Sorry, tower's getting attacked, and it
No, no, no.
100% distracted me.
You
Hot
do
damn.
you do a good job of making it fun. Like you have your
Thank you.
raffles and like kind of the themed raids and stuff like that.
And
I try
that's a
to
lot of work.
Yeah, I tried to implement like the Warbuck system. I don't know if you're familiar in our Discord to kind of add like a little extra kind of funness or uniqueness to World v World. But it's still a lot of fucking effort to command. A lot of fucking
It
effort.
is. It's a lot of work. It's like a second job. I hate saying that because I always enjoy myself with my guildmates. And you said it wasn't rewarding. It's not rewarding in game,
You're right.
but to me it's rewarding with the people I play with. Like let's say I'm having a shit day and I tag up and I log on and I hang out with my guildmates for like 8 hours. I feel happy after and a lot better. Like, they're my reward, basically. The game, meh.
You nailed that on the head, actually. I can't agree with you more. Like, the people that I play with, they're the fucking reward. Like, I love playing with, my OP community. Like, I fucking love it. Like, I love commanding. Like, if I'm not commanding, I'm not playing this game. I'm saying it straight up. No
Me
fucking
too.
bullshit. If I'm not
Me too.
commanding, I'm not playing this game because I don't love the game that much. I love commanding in this game mode. I love that. But
Yeah.
I don't love the game in and of itself enough to say that I would play if I wasn't a commander. But yes, I 100%
Uh-huh.
agree with you. It's the community that makes it fun, quite frankly.
Yeah.
At this point,
That's
2022, with no fucking new World v World content, no motivators in this game, no rewards in this game mode, nothing for fucking like drought. The last expansion sucked for World v World. Basically drought status since probably like tourneys or hot, if you want to make that argument. I mean, it is the players that make this enjoyable, the communities.
yep, exactly.
Here's something. Someone
Yep,
in the
I
chat
agree.
just said, as someone who just got a tag and new to Commander, I have anxiety about running tag. What advice would you give them?
Sojin? I'd say be yourself. Don't worry about what other people say, because either if you're a new commander or a very experienced commander, people are gonna shit on you no matter what. And if you need help, you can always reach out to another commander that you trust. Take you under their wing. That helped me out a lot. Take it a little bit of a time if it's... That's what I used to do. You know what I mean? Like, just tag up for like an hour. See how it goes. And then wipe the sweat off your armpits and your butt crack. And then clean yourself up and tag back up.
Don't get demoralized.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Don't get demoralized. I say talk to other commanders because it really makes a big difference for support.
And the thing that I want to highlight there is what she said about whether you're a new commander or old commander, you're going to get shit on. 100,000% accurate. The amount of players that's like just talk shit to me too, it's unbelievable. Like some of it is
Yeah.
pretty personal and kind of disgusting to see in a video game. It's
Oh
just
yeah, go
just
die.
like
I hope you get AIDS and
like
die of
and like they talk
cancer
about
and
like
your
my family and my wife and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
it's like cringy as fuck. But there's also players that like just talk shit about your commanding skills, your gameplay skills, your commander ability. And it don't fucking matter that some of these players are the same players that like would die to you over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, or have died to you many times in the past, or I would consider a good fight. It doesn't matter. People are in this game are just gonna talk shit, and they have this perception in their mind, and it's a weird type of environment. Kind of, it's just weird. Like it doesn't fucking matter. Everyone's gonna think you suck, and they're the best. Bottom
Yeah.
line. And
You know what?
if you lose to them or they lose to you, it's because you still suck and they're
Suck.
still good and they were just having a bad day.
You're an asshole. Or if you're Azure, it's because you build siege.
It's just don't get discouraged. Do not get discouraged.
Yeah, exactly. Don't get discouraged and just keep at it. And
You'll
my
you
favorite snowball is yellow.
favorite snowball is yellow. Do we take that and tie it into IRL at all or no?
Sure. Why not? I'll get it tattooed. You've convinced me. New tattoo.
If you ain't got a thick skin, don't tag up. I don't know if I would take that perspective. Like if you don't have a thick skin, don't tag up. I'm gonna say that if you're gonna tag up, you gotta be able to ignore a lot of the noise. You have to be able to ignore the noise. Like you can't let what like trolls or haters, detractors, people that just want to pull you down, don't want to see you succeed, don't want to see your group succeed, just toxic individuals, just negative people. You're gonna see a whole sort of group of people of individuals that just try to drag you down. You just gotta fucking ignore the noise.
I feel like you might take it personally when you first start, but it takes a while to build that resistance. So if you actually get really stressed out about it, it's like it's normal. We have all been there, but I think just keep at it. You'll build a resistance to it naturally from doing it so much and getting it so much. I think it's not something that just you have or you don't have. I think it's something that you work on constantly. Yeah.
I would agree with that. And don't like people will say some shit like, I still in 10 years later, I still get, why don't you quit the game? Why are you still playing? You suck. It's like in my mind I'm thinking, bro, I've got almost 1.4 million kills. I've been commanding nonstop for a decade now. What the
They
fuck
don't
makes
care.
you think that what you say is gonna change what I do? Like what?
Why? I have a question for you. Why are people so angry?
I
Why are
don't
people
know.
so angry in World v. World?
I have no
Like,
idea.
why? Why?
I
Why?
honestly have no idea.
Can't can't you just chill? Not you, but can't you just chill? Can't you just have a good time? Like, do you have to insult people? Is that what you do? You sit at your computer and you like eat your Cheetos and then you sweat over yourself and then you got pop all over your body
And then the
and then
dust.
you're
Don't
like
forget the Cheetos dust. You get the Cheetos dust all over the keyboard and the
and
mouse.
then you got your mom coming over to bring the bucket so you can pee and poop in it. You know what I mean? And then you just type and you're like insulting people all day, and that's your fun. Like, why do people do that? Why?
I don't know.
Every game, not just this game.
Every game, yeah, I agree with that. Every game, but this game mode more so than others I've seen, because like I've played a lot of MMOs in my in my past. This game has some weirdness fucking to it. Like Dark Age of Camelot had a very toxic VN board community, but it was a little bit siloed off on the 8v8ers. Um, but the overall, it was a solid, RVR community.
Yeah.
WoW, when we played WoW, it was, just whatever there. Warhammer was pretty good. Like people didn't really get salty or angry in Warhammer. I thought Warhammer had a pretty solid community. Um, AOC was not bad. Aeon was toxic. Aeon was a toxic one. Rift was okay. SWTOR was okay. Wildstar was a bit toxic. AO was a bit toxic, and CB was more political. But this game just takes the cake. I don't know. This game takes the cake.
I love this game. I'm gonna play it for a really long time still. I don't care. I don't care what people say. I could care less as long as I have my people. And the fact that people like you also are trying to build a community and make it better for everyone makes a huge difference.
People think I have an ulterior motive, though. Like, my only goal for this and streaming all that is to get more people into World v World. And the selfish part about that, there's a little bit of a selfish part about that, and I'll be completely transparent with it. Is more World v Worlders means more action for me, right? But it's good for the game as a whole to get a lot healthier population. So
Yeah.
more people in World v World is a good thing, and it should be a
Yeah.
good thing for everybody. Everyone should want more people to play the game, and more people to play the game for more hours.
Yep.
There's some people out there that like play to make others quit, or make guilds quit, or make players quit, or make players rage quit. That should not be anyone's goal.
Yeah.
Just use a
Blows
little
my
bit of
mind.
common sense in your brain a little bit. Like when players leave the game mode, there's less action. Then what are you gonna do? Just sit around and fucking circle jerk? No. You want more players in this game mode.
That
Talking
I mean that
shit is
does sound
pointless. Making
You
people
made it
rage
sound
quit
like...
is pointless.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, nothing against circle jerks, you know, but that sounds kind of fun. I know where you're going.
So I have two questions from a viewer. One is, what is your view on spawn camping?
Spawn camping? I hate spawn campers.
What about
It's really
spawn
boring.
camping mag? Is that allowed? Spawn camping mag should be allowed, right? Because they do it to everybody else.
You do
Or no
you,
mag.
but if I'm tagged up, I'm not gonna be pushing a spawn. I'm not gonna be wasting my time waiting for people to come up. Spawn camping them, even though they can go on different sides of the map. For me, it's not when a Zerg spawn camps, because you can see them, right? You can, like... Okay, it's like a weird... It's my people asking these questions, isn't it? They're trying to trigger me.
There's no
like
right or wrong answer, Elrenia. Like, it's just your opinion. Because my opinion...
No, it's just funny.
And I'll tell you my opinion. My opinion is, if you're mag, I'm spawn camping you. I don't give a fuck. If you're not mag,
I know a lot of people do that.
if you're not mag, then I don't care really as much. We used to do it a couple times to BG because they did it to us, but it was more of a tit for tat type of deal. But if you're mag, I'm spawn camping you. If you're not mag, then I don't care. And I'm very transparent about that. I'm not fucking bullshitting.
Yeah, I know a lot of people say that. I just don't. For me, it's annoying when it's roamers and you're trying to go somewhere and get something done and they're like stopping you at the spawn and tapping the keep over and over. But I mean, they're doing their job. But it's really fucking annoying. I wish we had more roamers, actually. I don't really see roamers that much anymore, I feel like. But yeah, I don't like spawn campers. And you're not gonna catch me doing it. Also, open siege. Like open world siege, whatever. I don't do that either.
Yeah. Here's another one. Do either of you have any other big team battle style games? I know ESO and PlanetSide 2. ESO's okay. Their Cyrodiil thing is kind of like World v World, but not really. It's kind of like a little bit of a half-assed version. PlanetSide 2 is pretty good, but that's more of a FPS MMO. The next thing that I'm actually looking at, and I don't know if you've looked at this at all already, is that Lineage 3 looks like it's a hardcore, large-scale World v World-esque type of game. I guess the only concern I have is that it's a Korean MMO, so it might be grindy as fuck. But if it's not grindy, that thing looks pretty fucking sick. It actually looks really sick.
I've tried a couple of different games like this, okay, and I always come back to Guild Wars because it's the best one.
But you're not opposed to checking it out.
No, I always check things out, see if there's something cool.
Too.
There's nothing on my mind right now. The only other game that I'm currently obsessed with is Sea of Thieves. And that's open world, but you can only have a crew up to 4 in your boat.
And then the map only holds like 16 players, right? Or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Are you the main commander of Hell?
Yes. Actually, yeah. Now I am. I think all my commanders left me. It sounds depressing. But the only other one that's in training right now is Tidal.
Is that Tidal in Twitch? Tidal FL?
Yeah.
Or FL
Yeah.
Tidal?
Yeah, Tidal Florida. Yeah.
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 Okay, cool. Oh wait, that's Tidal who I gave the druid build to.
Yes.
Oh. That's cool.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, he also started streaming.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he is, and he's learning really fast, which is good.
That's cool. Are you using that build title, the one that I gave you? Interesting. That's cool. Yeah, he reached out and because I was talking about druid builds, and I gave him the druid build that I use when I command on druid. Don't do it often, but when I do.
Yeah, helping just world to world people helping each other out as much as we can, basically. That's what I'd like to see more of.
What days do you? Actually, I have two questions. What days do you normally run?
Saturdays for sure, and then we do comp closed hell only raid on Wednesdays, and
And
then randomly during the week if I can. But I've been moving recently, so I haven't been very active.
okay.
Moving and cleaning, yeah.
So Saturdays and Wednesdays.
Saturdays and Wednesdays, but Saturday is open. Wednesday
Okay.
is closed.
So you guys only run twice a week.
Well, I mean, with me, yeah.
And how many people? How many people do you normally run?
In the guild, I'd say around nowadays probably 30 active.
Okay.
30 active in the guild. We do get a lot of people in Discord and, you know, big groups on Saturdays. But like on comp nights during the week, we get like 15 maybe.
Nice.
Yeah, we're pretty. We're doing good at recruiting, and we're not pushing recruiting at all because I feel like we already have our community. But we're definitely very welcoming to new players, helping them out, or people who just want to come chill. You know. But we're not actively recruiting.
Do you find it hard to recruit on Kneck though? Kneck's a very light server, right?
Oh my god, we're so screwed right now. When you left us too, I was like, what the fuck?
People seem to think that it was some grand plan or some master plan or like I meant to change some dynamic. It was really simply Rose and Socks, who are in our alliance, were on SOS. SOS was open, so we moved there to play with them. It's as simple as that. It had nothing else to do with creating a stack server or perma stacking T1 or any of that bullshit.
I haven't heard any conspiracy theories. Where are you getting your conspiracy theories from?
Apparently from the fucking tinfoil newspaper that some of these people fucking just read and subscribe to.
You move a lot, so I wasn't really surprised. The conspiracy, well, not the conspiracy, but what I heard is that you were getting a lot of hate and trolled a lot from certain people in our server. So you're like, yeah, fuck it, I've got other things to do, and just left.
I didn't see any trolling, like, at all.
Okay,
I thought the people were nice, cause like even when I was pugmanning, even all those Kneck GvG players would follow me for like the 2 weeks I was there. Like the dead dudes, the wavy dudes, the Keck dudes, they would all follow. So I mean.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of really nice people in those fight guilds
even,
too.
what's that FA Nova's few Nova's dudes followed too. So I mean, if they talk shit and followed too, then I mean that's two-faced. But I didn't see anything.
Oh, yeah. I have no idea. I was just told that.
Oh,
I thought people were like throwing siege and shit. See, conspiracies, I don't know. Yeah. I don't even remember what your question was. Oh, Reddit. That's where it is. Okay. I don't go on Reddit.
Who does the theory crafting for Hell?
The what crafting?
The theory crafting. Do you guys run meta? Or do you guys just run whatever?
Yeah, so I have Moon, which is my second command in the guild. He's very, very good with builds and understanding builds and training. We just had a guardian training last night, and he was really good at explaining it. He is my main builds person. Everything goes through him, and he helps people with new stuff, or to tweak things, or to tell people what they're doing wrong or right in the squad. So it's Moon.
So Moon does the theory crafting?
Yes, and I do, like, I try to do my part in it. I know I'm not, I feel like I just don't have time to go through everything all the time. With, like, everything in life and commanding personally. But I do know the basics of every class and all that, enough for me to be able to command. But we have started doing class trainings once a month now, so I joined those, and just last night I learned more stuff, and that helps me command better too.
Do you require meta in your raids or no? Can anyone run anything?
On Wednesdays, yes.
Okay, but on the private raid, everyone has to run meta.
But on Saturdays, is just whatever. People have drinks. They can run whatever they want. But I would prefer if people would run meta and actually try and care about fighting and winning. But
Every
I
day
also
that you
understand
tagged
it's Saturday.
Yeah. It kind of goes back to that. You've taken the time and the effort to tag. People should take the time and the effort to play something that works as well.
Yeah.
But it kind of has to be a team mentality.
Yeah, exactly. And it's sometimes it's frustrating when we lose fights.
That you know you could have won
When
if you just had X, Y, or Z class.
because I know they're good players, but especially on Saturdays, a lot of people like to squirrel. It's normal. People like smoke or drink and just like to hang out. But that does get me frustrated sometimes. I never take it on anyone, but
What do you mean? Just fucking yell. They like it anyways.
that's true. That's true. You're right. Yeah. So yeah, it's Moon. Thanks, Satan, for Moon.
Thanks, Satan, for Moon, huh?
Mhm. Without the moon, the water would be, you know, the oceans. Can control the oceans.
If you were to have a rival or arch nemesis, what guild would that be? Is there a Heaven guild out there that we should be looking at?
There are some Christian guilds.
There is a Christian guild, and I just found one on the HOD. There's a Christian guild that advertises all the time in team chat that they're a Christian family guild. Let me see if I can find it.
I see probably those guys. No, actually,
You don't even know who they are. You can't just say they're your arch nemesis because they're a Christian guild.
Oh, I'm just kidding. I don't give a fuck what religion people are in.
I can't find the chat, but there's this. I think it's WWJD, and they spam in team chat all the time. Christian family-based guild, looking to be competitive in World v World and have fun and all the stuff. They actually run regularly.
Gross. Tuh. I'm kidding.
Should we set up a GvG? WWJD versus Hell?
Sure, if they want to go to hell, let's go. I
So
would do it too, just for the memes.
Do you have an arch rival or arch nemesis?
No, but no, I don't. But I would say just for fun, hate.
Hate? Okay.
Hate, yeah.
Yeah, Bullyfoot's an asshole, right? Fucking Bullyfoot. Stupid
What
Bullyfoot.
is it? What is it that he always called us? Because I used to do GvGs with them. He used to call us cum guzzling dumpsters.
Is that what he used to say?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was nice. I liked it.
Did it make you happy?
Yeah.
Okay. I think he still says that. I think he still calls his people cum guzzling dumpsters.
Yeah, I missed that.
I think if you want to hear it again, I'm sure he wouldn't mind just, recording it. You can throw it on a loop and just kind of listen to it when you go to bed.
It's okay. It's already in my head forever. It's been recorded.
Oh, okay.
But you keep asking everyone if you have a rivalry guild. Do you have one? Like, I'm kind of curious.
Do I have a rivalry guild? Let me think.
That's a tough question. Like, would you even say it publicly if you really did?
Yeah, I would. 100%. Create some drama. Fuck yeah, I would. But let me think. It's a good question. No one's ever actually asked me that. Actually, no one's actually ever responded back and be like, "What's your rivalry guild?"
Maguma as a whole.
No, because Maguma, I'm trying to do a public service with Maguma. Like, Maguma bullies all these other fucking servers, so I'm loving fighting Maguma right now. Maguma is hating fighting me, and that just, that suits me just fine. But I don't know if I'd call them a rival, because I didn't really care before. It's just a little mini fun goal that I've created superficially to keep the game interesting.
Yeah, see, it's a tough question.
It is a tough question.
You don't read your own questions, Meg?
I do, but I never thought that it would occur to anyone to just throw it back at me. You're the first.
Oh, I'm just bugging you.
Let me think, though.
Oh, you
I'll
just
I'll
asked her
continue.
her
I'll
original
continue thinking
opinions.
about it, and I'll give you an answer if I have one. Who's your least favorite commander? There's another one
My least favorite commander,
to fight
um,
or to interact with
to interact with,
or fight,
that fucking
whichever.
Indo guy from last time. He
That
just bitched us.
motherfucker is just a fucking asshole. Like that guy, his guild,
I don't know
everything
what
about
he's
him.
thinking.
He's
We're just
just
standing there and he's just watching us. Open field fire. I don't think so.
fucking the absolute fucking worst.
I
Why
don't
people
have one.
follow him, I don't know.
I don't have one. To be 100% honest with you, I don't have one.
So you've had positive
really don't.
interactions with every commander?
Yes, I have actually, but I also don't follow a lot of commanders. Usually when I'm on Lime, I'm just when I'm on the Lime. Jesus.
When you're online,
just
is that
drag up
is that a
inlines.
new type of fucking drug?
Don't tell anyone. Yeah, don't tell anyone.
Some
I'm on
designer
the
shit.
Lime. I'm on the Lime. That's why I like the yellow snowballs.
Okay, makes sense.
Mang. No, I usually keep pretty quiet when I join other commanders, or I just learn from them. That's it. As or good as bad as they are. The only commanders I personally cannot stand are the commanders that
The
don't do
elitists.
voice chat.
The elitists? Oh, the text. You don't like the text menders?
No, I don't.
Interesting.
I personally find it boring to follow, but that's me. Obviously, elitists suck, but most of them are usually, unfortunately, good commanders, and you learn from them too. Yeah. I don't even have a favorite commander.
Really?
I don't have a favorite commander. No, I don't.
That's surprising.
Yeah. I think
don't
I
have-
like and don't like people equally.
Oh, man, that's a fair position.
Neutral.
At least you're consistent.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say anything.
That's a gigantic death zerg right here. God damn.
What are your thoughts on the direction ANET is taking World v World, specifically with that last patch? Generally and specifically with that last patch. Let's put it that way.
I just want to bring something up real quick. You know what's funny? When somebody sees that you're the tag and turns you into a fucking MOA.
Can we not bring that up? Do you realize how much my life is lived in MOA form? I'm glad that amuses you, by the way.
Yeah. It's annoying if they do it over and over again, but a couple times.
No, I swear, like, probably, like, and it's typically the groups that usually lose to me anyway. Like, I live, like, 50 to 75% of the fight in MOA. You know, someone at ANA was like, hey, let's fucking buff the trolley ability that's used exclusively on fucking pens.
Yeah. It makes for good content sometimes, but it gets annoying real fast.
Yeah.
Okay, your question about the last patch, you were saying?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna answer very honestly here. Okay?
Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck what direction ANET takes World v World?
No, I give a fuck about that, but I don't give a fuck about last patch. I got nothing to say about it. Nothing to say about it.
No opinion, good
It
or
is
bad?
what it is. It is what it is.
Okay.
I think we are gonna get some good stuff coming up. I think it's shitty. It's pointless to dwell on the past, and I just look forward to seeing what they're gonna do in the future. I am a little bit like I'm like worried that it's gonna take a lot of years for them to actually come out with alliances, even though they're saying it's not. Like I don't have much confidence in them, but I'm very positive. You know, with what they're. It looks like ever since there were those changes there in ANET, you know what I mean? When some people came back and all that, it looks like those people care more about the game and they're actually going to try and do something about it. That's what I think.
Are you hopeful towards the future?
I am, and I think some of the stupid patches that come out and don't really fucking matter, I think... These days on your Kron for you. Take something from it. That distracted me. I think that some of the Yeah, 100% distracted.
Holy fuck. The
Yeah.
fucking Omicron with
Omicron.
the 20 bomb. Damn, bro.
That was my guilt. See, I told you I have an amazing community.
Thank you so much. Holy fuck. I think that's my first 20 bomb.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Wow, thank you.
Omicron,
I
he
truly,
donates a lot to the
I
guild.
sincerely appreciate that. Sincerely. I don't expect any, so it's always a happy surprise to me, to be honest.
He's a really good scout too. He's always the one that wakes me up. He's like, all right, 20 people come behind you, and it wakes me right up. Yeah, he's a really good scout. Nice to have. But he's still not off the hook though, even though he gives subs, like, you know, he's still gotta put the work in. I don't know, I forgot what I was doing, what I was saying, but the
You were
patches,
talking, I was asking you about the future World v. World, and you're like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
You're like, I don't give a fuck. As long as I have my community, two shits given.
I got my PJs and my snacks. And
I got my
don't
PJs,
care.
I got my snacks, I got my drink here, and I got my peoples. I don't give a fuck.
If World v. World fucking dies, I got my guildies and we're moving on, bitches. See you later, suckers.
I like it. I can dig that attitude. But
Yeah.
let's hope World v. World doesn't die.
No, I want World v. World to grow. That's why I do all these events every server we're in and all the giveaways and everything, right? But yeah, I definitely care for that. But patches, I think... Oh, that's what I was saying. I think some of the patches that come out, it's from management, and the people who actually care about the game have to release it. They don't really care. You know what I mean? You know when you have a manager and they make you do stupid shit that doesn't make any sense for a job that you've been doing for 20 years, but he's been working there for 2 years? I feel like that's what those are. They're just trying to get them out of the way to please all the managers and shit of the game, and then they're working on the better stuff for the future. I don't know. That's what I think.
That's a very positive and hopeful attitude to have. I'm a little bit more cynical and pessimistic, I think.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm really pissed off at the game. Like, where's all the pants? Where's all the booty shorts? What the fuck?
You mean the fashion wars, huh?
Yeah. Where's all the pants? Just because I'm a necro doesn't mean I want to wear a skirt everywhere.
True, true.
And what the fuck is with the guild halls? Like, hello? Like, not everyone wants sand in their butt cracks, or flowers, or beautiful rivers. Where's all the skulls and the lava?
I agree with that. Where's the skulls, the lava, the dungeon? Why is this game always so fucking fruity?
Childish. Where's all the castles? Even like a cool World v. World guild hall that kind of looks like SMC with like... Where's all that? What the frick? What about us?
I agree with that. I actually agree with that sentiment 100%. I want some fucking darkness to this game.
Yeah.
It's all flowers and motherfucking butterflies all the time.
And cat ears.
And cat ears, yeah. Fucking stupid cat ears.
Most people are wearing hooker boots. I'm looking at one right now.
Stupid people with their stupid hooker boots, am I right? Fuck
I
those
know.
hooker boots. What do we want instead? This is a big question.
Booty shorts.
We want booty shorts. I think they have
80s
that.
80s crop top and fishnets.
I think they have booty shorts though, don't they? Pretty sure
Not
they do.
for my necro.
Isn't
for
your
my
necro a
necro.
char?
No.
No, it's
Norn
not.
for life.
Oh, it's a
Norn
Norn.
for life.
Okay.
Yeah, and the trench coats. Like, why do every fucking medium armor needs a goddamn trench coat? Why? Why?
Oh, hold on. Let me
Are
show
they
you something.
cold all the time?
Listen, did you see this outfit? I used to run around with this fucking outfit back in the day. Hold on, let me put it on. Where is it?
Let me open your full screen.
This guy. I used to run around with this guy all the time and fucking run around. When I used to chase his, I'd be like, I'm on the case! And just chase after them. I'm not even joking. And then when I used to go, be like, put your hands in the air. I used to roleplay a bandit. I'm not lying.
You need to tilt your hat and go, ma'am.
Partner?
Oh my god, does that mean you belong in Ram Ranch? Are you one of us?
I don't know. Is that what it
Oh,
means?
I think you are officially one of us
I,
now.
I
You
used
belong to
to,
the Ram Ranch.
for a good year when I played this game, when this outfit got released, I used to just wear this thing and roleplay as a bandit.
I like that outfit though. It's a cool cowboy outfit. It'd be better without the trench coat.
It is a cool outfit, right?
You know, it'd be cooler if they had like, you know, those cowboy pants, the leather things. Oh, I always forget what they're called. That have the crotchless pants. What's that called?
What game are you fucking playing? The crotchless pants? What what game are you playing right now, Elrenia?
Chaps.
The-
They're called chaps.
Do you mean the assless pants? The chaps? What the fuck?
chaps,
The crotchless pants. Alright.
They're...
Elrenia's looking to get banned.
I think we need that in game 2.
Oh, Lord almighty.
We need that in.
I'm all for it. Fuck it, right? Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and butt cracks. That's all
You're
I
really
ask for.
about that butt crack life, huh?
I'm really about that sweaty butt crack life. Yes. Yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah. Hot tub section. Oh Jesus. Yeah.
So positive, overall positive for the direction of World v World.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anything on your
think
wish
so.
list that you'd like to see them do for World v World and or making the commander life easier?
Yeah. Here, let me check my notes here.
Oh, you have a list? Oh,
Yeah. Let me.
nice.
Here, I'm flipping
Yeah.
pages for you.
Bust it out, bust it out.
Okay.
Pick
Giving
up
you
your
a little
mic. Pick up your
ASMR.
mic too. I think you hit something. You
Yeah,
might
I
have
hit
dropped
my mic
something.
with my book. My book's
Alright.
really heavy. I have a lot of notes in it. I wrote. You know, we have a book for the guild. Every time someone doesn't attend, we write it down. That's a offense, level 1 offense.
Oh,
When
really?
someone doesn't attend on Saturdays. Yeah.
That sounds amazing. Is it leather-bound journal?
It is. Yeah. Yeah. You
Oh.
you gotta open it with your blood.
Okay, nice.
Also, when you join the guild, I get cameras installed in your gaming room. But then, if you get promoted, it's installed in the whole house. But then everyone has access to the guild cameras.
What the fuck is going on over there in hell? All right.
saying.
I mean, I think there could be some people that are down with that, though. You know, just as long as you don't mind them like strolling around in their fucking underwear, as long as people are fine with that, send it,
Yeah.
right?
Well, we know we put a lot of work into the guild. Like I said, we have a really good community. So,
Okay, nice. All right.
but to answer your question, different maps I would like to see. I would like every BL to be a different map.
Do you think
Every
Aiden is
single
capable
BL
of
to be a
that?
different map.
Do you think Aiden is
Yes,
capable
I
of
think-
that?
I think they are. I think the World v World people are under a lot of pressure because
Wait. When you say the
Aiden
World v
doesn't
World
go-
people, do you mean like the one dev and the like the two
Yeah.
two interns?
I guess yeah.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how many there is. I know it's a small group.
It's
But
the
I
one
know they're
dev and the
doing
two
everything-
interns. It might just be one dev and one intern now. They're like, we can't devote two interns to this game mode. We need to fucking
Yeah.
scale it back.
Well, that's what I mean, and they're trying everything they can to help us out, but they're only, a small group compared to ANET that cares a lot about PvE. I'm not gonna get you ranted, but we've all seen that through all of the fucking stream partners, ANET partners.
I agree with that. 100%.
It's all about the PvE, but yeah, one.
Nova
Different
should have been
maps,
partner
yeah.
fucking ages ago. Ages ago,
Yeah,
quite frankly.
yeah, and that's why we're trying to help. Like you're raiding me and shit, and he raided me last time too, and we're just all trying to help each other out. Cause that's all we've got is each other. Oh Jesus. What else? Oh, I actually agreed with what Azura said last time. It'd be cool if we had a World v World pass. Only World v World.
A battle pass, right? A battle
Yes,
pass.
battle pass. Yeah,
That was my next question. You would totally subscribe to that, right?
100%.
I
If it would give
100% would
us-
too.
Yeah, if it would give us special skins and stuff like that.
World v World only skins.
World v World only, and you can only get it in World v World.
And it rotated every 4 months, so like 4, battle pass seasons a year. And they use that money to put back into World v World.
To
They
put
can't-
back into World v World.
They
yeah.
can't siphon it off to their shitty PvE.
Yeah, it's for World v World players only, so that's something to ourselves and to get people to come in to World v World and play for a specific skin if they want, and they
I,
might even like it and stay.
out of the 11 commanders that I've interviewed, actually 12 because I interviewed 2 at once from EU. Out of the 12 commanders that I've interviewed to date, all but one think it's a great idea.
Who didn't think it was?
Uh, it was one of the smaller guilds. They were a little bit more casual. They weren't against the idea, long as it didn't add any benefit. I was like, no, it's skins only.
I would play a lot more. I would buy the shit out of that. You know what I found?
No, go ahead, please.
I was just gonna say, you know what? Another thing that kind of grinds my gears is there's no community events for ANET for World v World.
That's because these stupid... Okay, let me rephrase before I say this. I'm going to take back my previous comment. And let me say this now nicely. That's because the 2 ANET deads that used to stream World v World on a monthly basis, going around and moving servers, they used to do 2 or 3 devs at a time. It used to, number 1, only be during EU. And number 2, these guys would run random ass builds and just get farmed. Like, that's not highlighting, spotlighting, promoting World v World. That's just jumping into a game mode and just getting farmed over and over and over again by the enemy force because number 1, you're not organized, number 2, you're not on a proper spec or build, and number 3, you're just like inting into stuff. Like that's such nonsense. Like, it was absolutely bogus. Like, they would try to promote it. Oh, we're streaming World v World today, and 3 devs would be out there streaming it, and they'd just be getting farmed. And one of them would be running like Minstrel Dragon Hunter. The other one was running like Condi freaking. I forget what he was running. Some like Condi nonsense, like Condi Ranger, I think, Base Ranger, Condi Base Ranger, and then the other one would be running like the one guy, I think it was CMC, would actually be running Berserker, but he would kind of be commenting more than playing. But the other 2 dudes didn't know what the head from their ass.
Well, that's not really a community event either. Like, it's nothing, it's just people streaming.
I agree. I mean, that's the closest it's come. What were you thinking for community event?
I mean, like, for World v World, have actual events, like, you know how they have, they used to have, oh, what the fuck, with Aviator Day or some shit? What was that again? Where you were wearing an aviator cap and everything was black and white?
That was the out of the box, though, wasn't it?
Was that what it was?
Yeah, it was the aviator box. All you get for World v World events is no downstate, cannons.
Yeah.
And what was the other nonsense? There's one other nonsense that I'm missing here.
Oh, it was an April Fool's thing. That's what it was. Yeah, okay, so it was a one-day thing. Just like random anything. Events like anything you could think of. Fucking hey, this week the nodes are fucking flowers. I don't know. Something out of your butt.
What about this week? Nothing can upgrade past tier 1. Would you be down for that?
Yeah, that would be amazing. That would be so much fun. Or like the week after, no tactics. Or I fucking hate banners anyways. They can go to heaven and die for all I care.
I agree with you there. 100% on board.
I don't like banners.
I find it amusing. I find it amusing you said go to heaven and die. I find that amusing, but I agree we could get. Would you agree with the sentiment that the defensive force, and maybe you have a different opinion, but would you agree with the sentiment that the defensive force has too much of an advantage? Or no?
As an active disabler, I'd say maybe.
I feel like it's too hard to take things, no? Like in a 1v1, it's too hard to take things.
You have to be smart and use your brain and use tactics. That's part of the game. You can't just smash your head against the gate and expect to take it. That's how I see it. But yeah, it is like, I find the banners are too much. I just hate banners, I think.
What about structural buffs? What do you think about structural buffs?
I think they're fine.
You think they're
I think
fine?
there's nothing wrong with them. It doesn't bother me at all, honestly. And I think that also, I think you guys were talking about that someone's screaming outside. Jesus. I think you guys were talking about that too. All the different lores that you were saying that were pissing you off.
Yeah, I mean
I
it's just full of CC. Like I don't mind different mechanics, but I don't like unbreakable CC that just strips stab, like non-stop, just eat stab, eat stab, eat stab, eat stab, eat stab. Like that doesn't make sense to me. Or there should at least be counterplay to it, which there really
wish they
isn't
were more chill.
because you can't do anything to it. Like the donut, you can't break the donut. You're stuck in the donut forever. The fear, it's just non-stop conal fears off
Yeah,
that
it's
guy.
annoying.
I guess the only one that's okay is the earth one because you can jump to avoid the knockback. So there's some counterplay to that one, but the other one's not really.
I like going to Firekeep and saying, back in my day, there weren't even protective gates over here. You could just fall in lava. That's my favorite thing to say. Because they made it a lot easier too. They removed a bunch of stuff in the keeps to make it easier for people. Like, remember the Oasis event? Do you miss that?
I like the concept of the event where it just brought all three Zergs together every 2 hours. And then, you know, a giant laser would appear for the group that won and bust open all the gates and walls for the enemy keeps. I like the concept of it. I didn't like the lag portion.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, you know what? You're right. I actually just found it really annoying. Because then I'd feel like I have to go there and repair.
Or you could go to the middle and win the fight. And take the ion cannon for yourself.
It's just tough, like, I feel like sometimes when you're the only tag around and you're going from map to map, it's tough to do everything.
I mean, that was back when they had all three maps for Desert Borderland. Today it'd only be one.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be as bad. But yeah, I can see that point. Because
Yeah,
back then all 4 maps used to be ion cannon, if you remember. So ion cannon would happen every 2 hours for all fucking 3 maps.
Ugh.
I do miss the orbs though. Did you play for orbs?
I don't remember it, so probably not. But I do have a bad memory. Like I only started playing World v World in 2013.
Oh, okay, so you missed orbs. Yeah, you missed orbs.
Yeah, like I only used to play PvE. Like I've been playing it since beta, but only PvE. And I would, when I first started, I was in Maguma, your favorite server. So I'm your sworn enemy, I think, naturally.
Until
I
a new
moved to
server
Kneck.
takes their place, but for now, yeah.
Yeah, I moved to Kneck with the actual World v World guild, and like when you need a map completion, you need to go into World v World, so that's why I ended up going there in the first place. And then I got hooked. I wish they would bring that back.
What? Map completion?
Yeah, having to go to World v World to do map completion.
Do you know how many like PvEers used to clog these queues though, Elrenia? I'd be fighting off like a full 80-man blob, and there'd be like 25, 30 players out in Narnia just running around, getting doing the jumping puzzle and getting the what do you call those viewpoint things? What are they called? The stupid, what is it called? The vistas, and then they join the map and they'd be like, "Hey, are you gonna be taking Garrison anytime soon?" Like, you know, probably not anytime soon.
Anyways,
We're gonna wait here. Do you mind if I just wait here at spawn for when you do take Garrison? Yeah, I do fucking mind. Get off the fucking map, man.
Okay. You're right. Okay, maybe just one thing. If they would add just one thing to force people to come to World v World.
Make good rewards. I think good rewards is the answer, right? Like,
instead, exactly, yeah.
Make it rewarding. Make it like right now people play PvE for some good rewards. The rewards are better. Make the rewards in World v World equal or better than PvE. Maybe make it better. And guess what? People will be popping up in World v World, left, right, and center.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. I wonder if they ever would do that battle pass thing.
I don't know why they haven't already. It's such a smart fucking idea. And most players wouldn't be shocked by it because it's optional. Number one, number two, long as there's no benefit and it's just cosmetic stuff, then it's fine. But
Yeah.
they need to, number one, implement a system, although they already have the reward track system. So there is the base and the code for that. They just need to extend it out so it lasts 4 months without just repeating after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It has to be like
Yeah.
400, 500 tiers long. Make it something like long, and then, you know, put in, be ready to put in different skins every 4 months.
Skin, siege.
Yeah, skin, siege, little, like materials. You
Booty
can put a lot of
shorts.
different stuff in. Like
Better guild halls.
if you do the ranks, like if you make it 500 ranks or 500 thingies, you can make it like every 50 or every 100 you get a major skin. All the little ones every 5 or 10 you get like, some other rewards. People would totally do that. I'd totally do that.
There's tons of options. There's unlimited options. It's too easy. I don't know why they don't do it.
Because they don't care about our game mode.
I think some of them do. I feel bad for the people that work really hard and actually care for this game mode. You know what I mean? Like the couple of people that actually care.
I agree with you. The one dev and the one intern, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
They're always getting shit talked, but it's not their fault. It's management's fault.
I 100% agree with you. The one dev and the one intern out there that loves World v World.
We love you.
We love you.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. And if you want cameras in your house where you can dance around naked, join hell.
Yeah. Yeah. You're 100% right. You don't just get that, though, when you join. I tell you what. You get a guild bucket.
Okay.
So that you don't have to go to the washroom.
Wait, is it branded? Is it a branded guild bucket or just a plain, like, sand bucket that you picked up from the dollar store?
No. It's branded.
It's branded, okay.
You've probably seen it during one of my streams. I have one at home.
Okay.
Also, you get a guild sock. You do whatever you want with that. If you've got crumbs in them, save your crumbs for Moon. He likes to eat those in bed.
Oh my god. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. So
Sorry.
you get a guild sock, and you can do whatever you want with it. If there's crumbs in the guild sock, there's someone in your guild who they should be saved for. Did I get that correct?
That's the guy that does our builds. That's Moon. That's what we high on. It's the crumbs. Eats them in bed. Yeah.
He eats them in bed. Is there anything? Is there any recommendation for what you should do with the guild sock, or is it it's a free world? Do what you want with it.
Your own discretion. You do whatever you want, but you only get one sock. That's it.
And then what happens if you ruin the sock though? You're done. No replacements.
Stitch it back together. I don't know. Figure it out, man.
Stitch it back together, figure it out. Can you borrow someone else's sock, or you can't trade or share?
Oh, absolutely. You just gotta ask. We have a lot of really helpful people in the guild. Some people, they might actually want you to borrow their sock. They get it back, and it's got a little bit of you inside, and they appreciate it more after.
I see. The gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just like the guild bucket. So anyone that's new in the guild that gets recruited, we actively tell them, okay, you're cleaning the guild bucket now. So you gotta find someone else.
Wait. The guild bucket is a communal bucket?
Yeah,
It's a shared bucket. It's a shared bucket that just gets fucking passed around.
Yeah.
Oh my lord! So you get a communal branded bucket. You get your own guild sock. All right, continue.
Yeah, and then so the new guildie we tell them straight out when they come in. We tell them this whole speech every time when somebody new comes in. The guild bucket. When you're new in the guild, you're cleaning it. Until there's a new guildie, you're the one cleaning the guild bucket.
Oh, the poor bastard. That's the last one to join.
Yeah, we tell them that after they join the guild, though.
Oh, of course. Why would you tell them beforehand?
Yeah, exactly. And then you get a spicy ranch lube. That's just in connection with Ram Ranch. We're big about that. For when we go into Zergs, right? You always gotta have your food and lube.
Right.
Zerg fights. And then we also have last thing. Oh yeah, right. Fortune telling. So Awesome in the guild, he's the bookkeeper, and he does a complimentary service for people that want your future told. So you just have to send your dirty boxers to Awesome, and he'll tell you your future with them.
You send your dirty boxers to someone in the guild, and then
To
you get your
Awesome, yeah.
then you get your future told.
Yeah, if you want. No pressure. It's better if there's skid marks on. It's easier for him to read.
And what if you don't wear any underwear? What if you're just a, you know, free willy type of guy or girl?
Well, I mean, that's your choice. It's Ram Ranch. You do whatever you want. You know, you don't have to send that.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Could you send the sock instead? You know, if you use the sock for, you know, a good minute, could you send the sock instead?
I'm not sure. You have to check our guild book for that, but I would think that Moon would probably not appreciate that.
Would not appreciate
No.
the sock?
Yeah, Moon would probably prefer you keep the sock crumbs for him than sending it to Awesome, but he might give you a little special.
You got
know.
a very interesting delegation of responsibility over there in Hell. You have an individual that cleans the communal bucket. You have an individual that reads underwear, preferably with skid marks for the future. You have an individual that whose job it is to eat the crumbs out of a singular sock, which is used for anyone's pure discretion for any purpose whatsoever. You know, most guilds have leaders and officers. You know, you're responsible for recruiting. You're responsible for guild builds, class training. You know, keeping the guild hall organized, the guild bank organized. You guys have a very
Wow.
interesting spread of responsibilities over there.
No, we have a lot of responsibilities here, not just in game, but out of the game. They've got we have tons of different commanders in Discord. We've got tons of different tags. We got the guild photographer. We got all sorts. We got the hot dog, sorry, the food commander. He's the one who tells me when people need food when I forget. All sorts of things. But the person that helps me a lot with Guild Siege and the Guild Hall and all that is Ash. She's another second in command of mine. So she does a lot of the food and the banners and all that too. Everyone has a role, even if it's just running around with me at night, or during Saturday or whatever. Everyone always has a role that they have to play. Like if I ask you to go do something, you better go do it, or else.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. When I ask you to go do something, that's a very open-ended like demand. When I ask you to go do something, you better go do it, or else you get sicked with the bucket.
Or I have to take my ruler out. If you've seen on my stream, I have a long ruler. I'm gonna have to take that out if you don't listen.
Are you sure your guild is a GW2 guild? Are you sure it's not some type of like sex guild or like kink guild, or like, are we sure we're doing the right interview right now?
I mean, I'd say it's half and half, right? Half and half.
Half and half. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So there's a little bit of GW2 in there. A little bit of GW2 in there.
Just a tiny little.
Just enough.
Guild Wars.
Just enough. Just enough.
To make it look like Guild Wars.
Yeah, right. I see what you did there. That's
smart.
You
gotta have fun with it.
That's smart.
Yeah. Well, you should use that tactic. Start making rolls. It works.
I mean, I think I need to pick up a guild bucket and some socks first.
Yeah.
Anything else they get? Anything else they get in the goodie bag when they join Hell?
Yeah, I think that's.
Is it like a used condom as well? Like they all from the side, like, hey, here you go. The previous guy that joined the guild, this one's for you. Use it and pass it on.
Someone does collect those. I do know that Ami likes, like, when we kill people in the game, of course. She likes everyone can have whatever body parts they want, right? So she prefers the left nipple, things like that. We always share in the guild here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But you get a nice little goodie bag and very good guildmates.
I think
snowballs. I forget. Yeah, you get a snowball, enchanted snowball when you join, and an endless fury combat tonic.
Interesting.
Just
Look
to
at that.
Formations.
You get all these wonderful gifts.
Well, we do snowball formations. That's a very serious part of our raids. We do shield wall where everyone turns into a snowball, and we do a shield wall like in Vikings, or we do a chode formation.
A chode formation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, snowballs help get the gates down real fast if we're in a hurry.
Of course.
That always works. I'm not sure if you knew about that in Domeng, but
I mean, I'm learning something new right now. Like I'm while you're speaking, I'm googling, branded buckets, branded
don't
socks.
Google it.
I'm googling. Like I'm learning something new here. This is you see when we're saying you learn something new every day as a commander. I'm learning how to make my guild better right now. Like, wait till you see my new branded sock and bucket. It's gonna be competitive with Hells. I'm telling you.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll send them to you in Discord. All the emotes, I have them on Discord.
You actually have emotes?
Yeah, I have the guild emotes. Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's awesome. I love
Yeah.
it. I absolutely fucking love it.
So as you can tell, we're a pretty chill group of people, but we also like to fight. Yeah. I don't even know what your question was. What led to
we went on this weird fucking tangent, but fuck it. That's the first time that a guild has told me that they have goodie bags for their new recruits. I love it.
Why? Who doesn't?
Apparently the previous 10 people that I interviewed before you.
Damn, man. And we do giveaways and events.
Apparently the rest of us are doing something wrong. We don't have a communal bucket or, branded sock.
Maybe that is why people join you, because you do not have those things.
I bet you my recruitment would go up if I had a branded sock and communal bucket, though. To be honest with you, I think you might be the one doing it right. I don't know.
You're thinking about it. You're thinking about it. You know what I wish we had more of? Speaking of recruiting people, I wish we had more scouts and roamers.
I wish there was a guild recruitment fucking system in the game. I wish there was a better guild system in the game.
You're right.
Their UI sucks. It's it's like a UI from fucking like 1999, bro. Like fucking jeez Louise. You look at some of these other games and they have such amazing sick guild UI systems and guild recruitment systems, and then you have this shit.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? I never even thought about that. Like, how do you find a guild, Except message them directly in map.
I mean, you got the marketing strat going strong, so I mean, you have no problem. But the rest of us, we may be suffering.
It's all over the forums. It's all over the forums, and it's on Instagram. It's on Twitter.
How can anyone not join when they find out that I'm about ready to fucking quit my guild and join Hell. The fuck that I get a branded stock and a communal bucket, a possible used condom that's just been passed multiple times. Like fuck. How can you say no to any of this stuff?
I didn't say anything about used condom, but hey, you do you.
You did. You said yes. I asked. You're like, yeah, I think so.
I mean, I know someone likes to collect them back in the day. I don't know if they're still in the guild or it's been a while. Yeah, where's our bucket? Yeah.
Is there anything that you'd like to see, changing the subject away from that for a second, is there anything you'd like to see for commanders specifically?
Specifically for commanders?
To make your life easier to command, what would you like to see? That would be like, you know what? If I had this ability to do this in the game, it would really make commanding life easier for me.
A commander-only chat on the bottom left instead of team chat.
Where you could talk to other commanders that are pinned on the map?
Yeah, I mean...
Interesting. No one's ever suggested that. Interesting.
Yeah, not like removing team chat, sorry. I mean, just having an extra one for...
Right. Like a commander chat. Yeah. Like a CComs for TeamSpeak.
Yes. Just so we can communicate easier instead of whispering all the time and having to scroll up and down, and you can just switch tabs. That would help me out a lot. That's all I can think of right now, really.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. To help commanders, yeah.
What about
I'd like different tag colors, like a black one would be cool.
What if if you had the battle pass, you could earn different colors to your tag and earn skins for your siege.
I would, I would,
A
I
separate
would die and
commander, a
yeah,
separate commander reward track.
I would, I would just. I think I'd die of happiness.
Imagine if
It would be
ANET
amazing.
appreciated commanders enough to give them a separate commander reward track. You have to have at least 6 people in your squad, so it's more than a group, tagged and open. How about that? And it has to be open, so it promotes more people joining. It can't be a
Then there'd
private
be,
tag. It has to be open, and you can earn progress in a commander reward track.
but then there'd be so many tags on the map.
No, but it has to have at least 6 people. I mean, at a certain point, you can't have that many, right?
I guess.
Would you think that would motivate more people to Pugmand?
Nah, I think people would just tag out with 6 people for a little bit and.
I mean, that might happen, but there has to be some type of safety line into it. Because if you could just tag up, then without any other type of requirement, then you'll just have 50 tags.
I don't know how that would work, to be honest. I don't know how it would work, but I like the idea a lot. Burning oil just turns into a bucket. I see. I would buy that. If you could have your oil into a bucket, that'd be amazing. But yeah,
See,
I think that would be cool.
you're down for a commander reward track.
Yeah,
Anything else?
that was. It's not gonna happen, but no, that's pretty much all I can think of to help commanders. I heard you guys talking about the commands, the easy commands.
The hot commands, yeah. They should do that.
Yeah.
It's in other games. Like you use your mouse
Makes
scroll and
sense.
it pops up something.
Yeah, makes sense. Just to have a yeah, just to make it easier. But you have to be tagged up to use it, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, it'll only broadcast to your people in your squad. It'll basically do this thing.
Oh, that's what you
It'll,
mean.
it'll
That's
take
what
the
you mean.
it'll take the squad system that's in there, but like hotkey, like stab, invis, move
That's
forward,
what you
bomb,
mean.
and you can
Yeah, I don't
hotkey
use
things.
that thing at all.
Oh, I don't use it either. No one uses it. It's stupid.
Yeah. But I have to say, I do like their marks that they added. That's nice.
Only took them 6 years, 7 years after release, but yeah, I like it too.
Yeah, it's nice. That's where you tag your bucket cleaner. So you gotta stay away from that person for a little bit.
What shape do you give your bucket cleaner?
A heart, of course.
Okay. Show some
Yeah.
appreciation.
Yep. It's pretty zergy for us right now. What about you guys?
I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of.
You're doing like
Mindlessly.
teapot, just jumping around in a map. doing
I
nothing?
am absolutely doing like Teapot right now. This is 100% Teapot gameplay. I'm randomly doing nothing, contributing nothing, doing my own thing, talking to my stream. This has been an hour and a half of Teapot gameplay.
Yeah, I know. That's what it looks like. I can see your stream. You're jumping around in your mount.
Literally jumping around, hopping around. I see a forest. I'll go spam some abilities into it. I'm not contributing anything. And then I'll fucking, I might die. I might run away. I'm not even near commander.
That's what I'm doing too right now.
Paying more attention to you in the stream than I am the game. I'm basically just a wasted spot on this BL right now. Am I wrong though? I'm not wrong.
I know. I knew it would trigger Azure. That's why I said it. I like watching Teapot.
You know what the thing about it is, honestly, and I've said this to Zero last week. Teapot has a platform in and of himself to really promote World v World if he committed to a group or multiple groups and actually joined their comms, played like seriously, played regularly, played, to expand the World v World base. But like fucking, most of the time I open it up, he's just running around solo talking to his stream. But he has the largest viewership on GW2 Twitch. He just uses it mostly to promote PvE.
I personally just think that he's got a shit ton of stuff going on, and he's really close to a burnout, and he's doing what he can for now without like actual burning out in real life.
And I can appreciate that, and if that's the case, that's the case. But let me ask you this: is like, of the 3 game modes, Which game mode do you think is just gonna run on itself with or without anyone promoting it? My opinion is PvE.
You think so?
I think people are gonna
Because
play
I mean, there's
PvE.
been no promotion in World v World at all, and it's still going.
I mean, it's going, but it's going at a glimmer of what it once was. I mean, it used to be
Yeah.
a burning flame. When they released this game, World v World was a hardcore promo of this game, and it just burned out to like a barely a candle flicker.
Which is crazy because it's so good.
It is so good. Like,
So
think about
hard
it
to
though.
beat.
Like, look at like just take a step back, all of us. They've linked servers. Look at EU. Look at NA. Right now we're sitting in 4 tiers, 3 servers apiece. Right? Before that was all a server a tier.
Yeah.
Three
Eight.
individual servers a tier. You had 12 tiers on NA.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was tagged up to 10 people and we would take all the maps.
Population has died down big time in this game.
Yeah. I'm not too worried though, to be honest. Isn't there a Steam release still?
There's a Steam release, but I think the Steam population is fickle. So what I'm hopeful happens is they release. This is a big ask, but I think if Ana does it like this, they'll have a very strong retention rate of the Steam players. They release alliances along with the Steam, along with rewards, all at the same time.
Yeah.
Because if they just release Steam without anything else, it's gonna be the same thing. Like you'll get an influx of players, but maybe 10%, 5%, 15% at most will stick around.
Yeah. And that's true, like King said, like Edge of the Mist is fucking dead now, and that's where all the fight guilds used to go. You go in Edge of the Mist, it's like crickets.
Well, the problem is the reason why they did it, and I understand why they did it, is because you right now, for example, there's a lot of players that just like to PPT, and that's all they like to do. They just go to EOTM to PPT. Why PPT where you can potentially get rolled over? Just fucking cycle EOTM over and over and over and over and over again. And that's fine, that's their jam, but that's maybe, to be honest, per tier, in my opinion, maybe 50 to 100 players out of actual World v World. The population is too small now to spread it out into EOTM, and that's a map. And if they wanted to, you could just cycle, different maps, right? Because you can open up empty maps if you really, really, really wanted to. So
Yeah.
EOTM is a little bit dangerous like that because people used to do that where they used to be like log in, log in, log in, log in, and then open up a different map so that we can PPT an empty map. So then you'd have like
Well, also,
three one-sided EOTM PPT trains going.
that's true. Well, now there's nothing, and there's also it doesn't help that there's no rewards there, no pips or anything.
Yeah, it's dead. It's dead. They could,
Yeah.
if they change that map around a little bit, they could put that in as the fourth map on this BL. To be honest with you, I wouldn't be
Yeah, I
totally
wish.
opposed. I wouldn't be totally
Yeah.
opposed to that.
Yeah. Exactly. It would be really cool, I think. Yeah. And I have a question for you.
Hmm.
Speaking of wanting to support the World v World community, does Teapot ever raid anyone at the end of his streams? I was asking myself that the other day.
Actually, that's a good question. Does he? I don't
Does he
know.
even raid World v World players at all?
Does he raid anyone? Forget World v World players. Does he raid anyone? Or does he just end his stream? Because I always, 100%, I always, 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 to the day since I started streaming to the end, I always make sure I end my stream raiding another World v World, or no matter what. I never,
Yeah, I tried to.
ever, ever, ever just end my stream. I will
Yeah,
never
I
do
tried
that.
to. But so he doesn't world. So he wants to grow World v World, but he doesn't raid World v World players.
Yeah. See, I mean,
Interesting.
I would have to disagree with that then. Like, quite frankly, like if you're trying to promote it and you're putting yourself out there as promoting all three game modes, you should kind of spread the love.
Yeah.
But it's his stream; he
That's-
can do whatever the fuck he wants. But I mean,
Yeah, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. Maybe
he
there's a reason behind it.
he is the
We don't
largest
know.
GW2 streamer, so I think he has a big platform to speak from. He should raid World v Worlders.
Well, I had what's his name? Vim? Oh, what the fuck is his name? The competitive fighter there. Oh my god, I have a hard time with his name.
Who?
not Vim, but Vin. Anyways, he raided me once. He's fucking got 250 viewers or more, and he raids world people. Forget his name. I forget now. I'm bad with names, sorry. Valen.
Valen, oh yeah. The PvPer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He raids world people. Yeah.
That's a good point, actually. I didn't think about that. If he doesn't raid World v Worlders, that's...
Well, I don't want to be the gatekeeper of whatever the hell he does. I'm sure there was a reason behind it. He seems like a nice guy.
Oh no, there's no question. This is not a criticism on him as a person because he definitely seems like a nice guy. He has definitely, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He has done a lot for the game. He's the largest streamer of this game. He has promoted the fuck out of this game. He does a lot for the PvE community. He has done some work for the PvP community. I think, so there's no taking that away from him.
He does a lot.
Yeah, he does a lot.
Yeah, I was watching his stream the other day and he was saying, well, maybe a couple weeks ago, he was saying how he's getting a little burnt out.
I mean, you can't blame him. He goes hardcore. Like
he does a lot.
He does a lot. I guess my only feedback, I won't even call it criticism because, it's his game, his stream. He has a right to do whatever makes him happy and he has fun doing. So I'm not even going to say criticism. I guess I'll say feedback and or ask is that if he wants to throw some love towards World v Worlders.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Because we have no right to criticize him, quite frankly.
You know what's really funny about him? I like how he always puts his hand around his head, if you guys ever notice, and then like scratches his head a little bit. He like puts his entire arm around his head, and then you'll notice that next time, and scratches the side of his head a bit. That's a mannerism every time I see it, it gives me a giggle.
Wait, so he takes his arm, and he goes behind his head to the front?
Around his entire head like a crown, like a helmet.
From the back or from the front?
From the top of his head. The
okay.
top of your head, like where your headset is.
Like a rainbow above your head.
Yeah, he does that, and then he scratches the side of his head and just hangs out like that.
He scratches the off side of his head with the opposite hand.
Yeah, and hanging his arm on his head for a little bit, and that makes me like him more.
You know, I can't believe you've noticed that mannerism. Now I'm going to have to watch his stream tomorrow.
I love that part about him. Yeah, and he twirls his hair a lot.
I think people with longer hair tend to do that, though, no?
Yeah, I know. I just mean by him. It's just a little... When you watch people, there are little things about them that make you like them more. Like if you had a video camera, I'm sure there'd be something you do that I'd like to watch.
So you're all about that scratching life, that twirl life?
That creeper, like... Oh yeah, he's twirling his hair again. Nice.
Oh yeah, he's twirling his hair again. Oh baby. Yeah. Like that?
Well, not,
No, baby?
I guess so.
No, baby?
Not in a weird...
not in a weird
way. More like a giggle. I don't know how to explain it now. I can't defend myself anymore.
You can't. You already stated that you notice and you love his scratch.
Yeah. I like people's mannerisms. I like watching it.
I can't believe I guess I don't watch enough streams. I'll have to keep an eye out for it now that you mentioned it.
Yeah, like if you had a camera, I'm sure there'd be something. I'd tell you to.
Interesting.
Every time. Yeah.
I know. Let me see. I have a few questions left. What do you think about game balance? We went on this. You've distracted me more than any other person I've interviewed.
Sorry.
You go off on these fucking tangents out into like the most randomest shit ever. I love it. Don't get me wrong, but now I'm behind on my questioning, and I'm sure we haven't gone through your notes.
We'll try to stick to the structure a little bit more so that
we don't have to.
Awesome,
we don't have to.
Awesome doesn't write me up in his book.
I mean, you
I
might
want to get written up.
Maybe you might get the bucket for this. I think that'd be the appropriate punishment.
That's okay. I like it. I've been there.
Okay. All right.
I don't mind. Yeah.
Then it's not really a punishment, then, is it?
Yeah. See, getting off track again.
What about game balance? What's your opinion about game balance?
You mean the fighting the classes and all that?
Yeah. What do you think about the classes and their roles and comp and meta?
Like recently, like.
Slightly, not really. the meta hasn't changed significantly enough, if that's your
They
question.
remove some of the range stuff.
They nerfed some of the range stuff. They didn't remove it. You're still gonna see Scourges and Ellies and Revs out there. They're just gonna
I
do
hate
about
it when they nerf
25%
my
less damage.
necros.
You're just gonna be
Drives
do
me up
about
the wall.
25 to 30% less damage.
Oh fuck! Oh, I just died in SMC. Well, I tried. I think I honestly like. I understand why they do it, just to switch it up a little bit, right? That's why they do it, right? Not to make it fair for everyone. Because it'd be impossible. People are gonna complain about stuff no matter what you do. I think they're just doing it to switch it up, and people try new builds and new things. So I think it's a good thing. Maybe just not so often. But what I think about the recent one, I mean, I don't like it because they nerfed some of the Necro stuff, and Necro was my baby. But
Okay.
except from that, it's fine. It's fine. Like I'm a pretty. It's not like they completely removed Necro from the game. You know what I mean?
You're just 30% weaker.
Listen. Oh god, I'm gonna have nightmares now. I'm gonna cry in my sock. Tears.
You're allowed to do whatever you want with your sock.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry in it.
What
Yeah,
about the new
so,
classes? What do you think about the new classes?
Well, people are not gonna like me on this take, but I don't like any of them.
I think everyone would agree with you.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you're alone on that one. You might
I'm
be
not
alone
trying-
on. You might be alone about crying into your sock. That one's all fucking you. I don't think
Are you
anyone
sure,
can agree
though?
with you. Yeah, I mean,
There's no way. There's not one person in your chat right now that doesn't agree with crying in a sock. Thank you very much.
you
No
might be
fucking
right there.
way.
You might be right there, but
Yeah.
I think you know that it takes a certain individual to really love crying into a sock.
Yeah, well, we're different around here. We're
Yeah,
built
there's no kink
different,
shaming
just like
here.
you are.
There's no
just
kink
like
shaming.
You are.
No kink shaming. To each their own. Whatever makes each person happy, right?
Yeah.
But you're not alone on the class thing. To be sure.
Oh yeah, so that's what we were talking about. I think the new classes are all a bunch of hosers. I don't like how they look, and I don't like how they play. They're like.
They're stupid.
They're like.
Were you gonna be a little bit more eloquent? I was just gonna say they're stupid.
I understand why some people like it because it's different.
It's probably the people that
But-
don't like crying into socks that actually like those classes, quite frankly.
Yeah, that's true. Well, then that means you like crying into a sock, then, right?
I mean, if that's what it means, then that's what it means. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
fucking fight it.
Yeah.
If that's what it takes for me to hate the classes, then that's what it takes for me to hate the classes.
I just don't. I like the effects are cool. Like, you know.
Are they though?
Some of the ideas are cool.
Are they though?
I hate the new Necro. I fucking hate it. I hate the logo for it. It looks like a female body part. Thank you. I don't know who did that. I don't like any of the new classes. I feel like they're all just
A piece of
I
hot
don't know, but-
garbage.
yeah. And I'm sorry to the people that actually like playing it. Like,
Don't
I
worry,
just
don't worry
really
about
don't
those
like them.
people. They're non-sock criers. Fuck them.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine in PvE. In PvE, I'm sure it's really fun and fine. Like I tried playing the gun. I'm Necro in PvE and stuff, and I was like,
Yeah, but that's the thing
I'm
about that bothers
not
me
having
about
fun.
this game, and like everything works in PV. There's nothing that doesn't
Yeah.
work in PV. Like who gives a fuck about
That's true, I
PVE and
guess.
PV balance? There's everything works. You could play fucking anything and just spam one, and PV works.
don't get me started on all those fucking stairs, okay? PvE,
That's
all the
my
stairs
rant.
they added. Don't
That's-
get me started on that.
I wield great wisdom.
Don't get me started on all those freaking stairs. The new expansion should have been called Stairs.
Is that what it should have been called? Stairs?
Yeah, or like something clever to do with stairs and like everything having too much stuff in one space. So what is that called? Hoarder? The
Hoarder,
hoarders of the
sure.
stairs. I don't know, some shit.
Sure, Hoarders of the
Who
Stairs.
knows?
I dig it.
The Stairs of the Hoarders. I don't know. Whatever works. Just, have you been in the Kneck City?
I have only played the expansion enough to get the Jade bot. After that, I said fuck you, and I left.
Yeah, I couldn't even finish the story.
I literally finished the Jade bot, and I was miserable through the entirety of it, and then I left. You know
Yeah.
what? You know what pissed me off the most, and this kind of goes back to something that we were talking about earlier. Is it's all too fucking fruity. Where's the darkness? Where's the evil?
Yeah.
Where's the fucking like?
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking play flowers and motherfucking rainbows. Show me like
Yeah.
a badass evil villain. Show me some like evil kind of dangerous story plot. Like it's all some stupid like a Sora talking through some dumb golem who has this fucking plant some flowers. Oh, Commander. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't want to listen to this shit. Like, give me some fucking badass motherfucking villain who's about to just destroy the fucking world. Give me some crazy ass plot lines. Like, instead I get this stupid shit. Like, it's the worst. It's the absolute fucking worst.
Oh god, I'm so glad that you said that out loud because that's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it 100%. It drives me up the walls. Everything is really childish, I feel like.
It is childish. It's fucking fruitcakey. And then the way that, like, you know what pisses me off too? And I'm going to say this as a criticism, but not to personally criticize. When they promote their shit, as ANET does, it kind of irritates me how hyped they get into this fruity nonsense. Like, they get so fucking excited about this, like kind of fruity gameplay, and annoys the fuck out of me. Then you go look at some of these other games, like honestly, like ESO, fucking, you know, like Final Fantasy, and they got these badass dark storylines, and you know these
Yeah.
dark, you know, dungeons, these dark gameplays, and like they're a little bit scary. You can kind of feel the evil in the plot lines, and like I could get into that shit. Like this is all fucking fruitcake bullshit.
Yeah. Like, there's nothing to relate to. I understand this is just a game, and it's meant to be fantasy, but you can't relate to any of it. I don't, personally. I can't relate to anything. There's no, like you said, dark stories, or it's like they're going for a younger audience, maybe.
Which is shocking because if they even did a fucking survey, I guarantee you that most of their players are in their late 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s
More.
and 60s and 70s. We're all fucking older people out here, ain't it? If it hasn't fucking if it hasn't fucking occurred to you that you don't got the young vibe, I hate to break it to you. There's no fucking team that's picking up GW2 be like, hey, let me check out this 2012 game.
Yeah.
Looks like a fucking smasher.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Quietly Gaming exactly. Like because when I started Sea of Thieves, I was telling people I really like the story a lot and I really relate to it, and it's really like it's just so fucking good. But then I get on Guild Wars and I like space out when they talk.
Same.
Like,
Even
I'm
that
like,
new game, what is it called? Ark? What is it? Ark? What is it called? The fucking new game that came out?
I don't know. I haven't
Lost
played it.
Ark. That
Lost
thing
Ark,
had a badass motherfucking plot line.
Apparently,
Holy
right?
shit. That storyline was so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, why can't GW2 come up with something like this? I'd fucking play PvE for a great, like, well fleshed out, interesting, like, plot line. A good story will suck you in, whether it's a movie, a game, a book, a magazine, a short story. A good story, it doesn't fucking matter. It sucks you in. Even if I didn't enjoy the game, but it was a sick story, I'd continue
Yeah.
fucking playing to get the story. This game
Yeah, 'cause
doesn't do
it's
any of that.
good. Yeah, I know. It's weird, eh?
And they spend
I'm
so
glad you
much
said it.
money on voice actors and like this fucking like this art and like alleged character development, and they spend so much money towards that, but it fucking falls so short. I'm just like, this is money not well spent. I'm sorry.
Do you know what I feel like? I feel like they're talking, but they're not saying anything. I feel like it's all like
It's fluff. It's all
I
fluff.
I feel like the Guild Wars story nowadays, anyways, it's like having a conversation. How do you say that when you just have a casual conversation with someone? What is it called again? When you like go up to a cache and like, hey, how's your day going? Good, thank you, bye. What's that called? Like a fucking casual chat. Whatever the fuck. Small
Like,
talk.
yeah, small
Thank you.
talk,
Thank
small
you, Ash.
talk. Yeah.
I feel like the Guild Wars 2
It's just a
game
whole lot of small
story
talk.
is just small talk to me. And I'm sitting there through the small talk hell, and I'm like,
Yo,
oh,
I
please, I'm so
love
sick of
it.
small.
I've never heard it described like that, but oh my god, it is exactly that.
Yeah, I'm
This
so sick.
entire game is just fucking small talk. You're like, hey, Commander, why don't we fucking go over there and check out what's going on? Alright, Timey, let's take a stroll. Bring your
I'm telling you.
bring your stupid robot with you. Let's go.
Yeah, how are you today? Good, good, good. Thanks, Jesus. Fuck, get me out of this small talk hell. God damn it. It's like you're in
Holy
a
shit.
cubicle. It's like you're in a cubicle at work, and every coworker in the morning comes by you and they're like, "Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you?" You're just waiting for it to end. You're like in small talk hell. That's Guild Wars 2 story to me.
Holy fuck, that's so on point. Oh my god. That's brilliant. That's brilliant, Elrenia. I fucking
Glad you like it.
I have new appreciation for your perspective.
Thank you.
Holy fuck, that's great. I love it.
Yeah. I'm glad you like it.
Straight up fucking small talking cubicle.
Yeah. It's like a shift at work.
It's
know
like
what I
that
mean, though,
fucking
right?
movie Office Space. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk to you
Yeah.
about that TPS reports. Alright, the next 5 guys are gonna come talk about TPS reports with me.
You're just sitting there.
You're just zoned out.
You're just sitting there. Is this hell ever fucking over? Please stop.
Or heaven for you, right?
Oh my god. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, heaven. Yeah. Anet took my stapler. Yeah. Fuck. Good one. God damn.
Fuck. That's so true.
Anyways.
But I wonder, have they ever taken feedback from anyone on their plot and storyline? Like, I feel like they haven't or they won't. They're just sitting in a silo, in a bubble.
Who knows?
But
Who
what
knows?
was it a big ask to make a nice, dark, like deep, kind of almost evil, scary storyline, and
That's what
producing
I like.
a wonderful plot around it?
That's what I like too, but I just thought maybe it was just me that likes that kind of shit and people around just like
Like rainbows and
Tinky Winky
butterflies?
the Teletubbies.
Oh man.
I thought that was just me, you know.
No,
So it's nice
it's
to hear
not.
from someone else.
It's
'Cause
really
I
not.
like dark, like no spoilers, but have you seen the new Batman movie?
I have.
Did you like it?
You know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not just you and me. Most people, I'd like to think, that are into like fantasy, they need some sort of edge or darkness or evil to it that you just kind of want to rally around or
Relatable
against.
evil.
Yeah, but this game doesn't have that. Like, it's just not good, storytelling. It's terrible storytelling. Yuri, I can't say it better. It's a bunch of fucking small talk. Even when you're going to slay the dragon, it's like 50 different little conversations and just running around doing bullshit to go slay a fucking dragon. It's nonsense. It's not
Here,
even like a
Ori,
developed,
have
well-developed storyline.
Here, Oreen, have this fish. Oh wait, I don't want fish. Well, I'm gonna go fishing for you. Here, Oreen, I got you this fish. Oreen's like, I don't want your freaking fish. And you're just standing there while they're arguing about a fish. I'm like, what's going on? Why?
And top of it, then they hire all these expensive voice actors to
Yeah.
then like tell a shitty story. It doesn't make sense. It's
Yeah.
like putting more good money after bad money.
Yeah. Mad King's cool, yeah. But it's a little. I'm kind of bored of. It's always
It's
the same
recycled.
every
It's
year.
recycled. Yeah, they don't do anything new for the seasonal shit. Like they add in a reward or two that might be different, but it's the same bullshit. Like, come on, change
I
it
love
up a little
Super
bit.
Adventure, but I need new levels. And...
I don't think that's
Yeah.
ever coming back. I think they stated that's never coming back. They lost the
No,
dev
they-
behind that, right?
The guy, I watched a whole video of that guy did all the design for it. He got fired and he's never going back.
Yeah, so that's done. Super Adventure Box is
Yeah.
done.
Anyways, that's another rant for you.
Yeah, for another day. So what is Hell doing for alliances?
We are going to alliance with our family Torque.
TORK? Oh, Zog Torque?
Yes, Daddy Zog.
Okay. What's the other
Yeah, he
commander's
said
name?
he's gonna get. It's
Uh,
Bamba.
Bomba. Yeah, that guy's a nice guy.
Yeah,
Actually,
and
he
Zog did tell
was.
me. Sorry, go on.
No, no, no. You please.
I was just gonna say Zog did promise me a pearl necklace, so we're joining their alliance.
Oh my god.
He's a jeweler.
Of course he is.
Yeah, for real, in real life, yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, but that's the joke.
Interesting.
Yeah, so Bumba is awesome and he's hilarious and he's really nice and I think you should interview him.
I could. I was watching someone stream. I want to say 3 weeks ago, and I was watching for like a little bit, and he was the one commanding. He seems like a very nice guy.
Very nice, very good commander. He also streams, and that's.
Oh,
He's
maybe it
another
was his
reason why-
stream then.
Oh, maybe that's why I want to alliance with Torque. I love him. I love their community. I love everything about Torque. They're awesome.
Zog's
They're
an interesting
family.
fellow, though. He's a bit of an acquired taste. I'm gonna say that straight up. Zog's a bit of an acquired taste, but
Yeah,
I'll leave it at
well,
that.
I don't really run with Zog there. It's more like an end of the night. I'll go there and see what he's up to and then leave. Like I said, I'm mostly just command, right? Like you
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
I'm on, so unfortunately.
Interesting.
But yeah, Bumba is awesome. I think you should definitely talk to him. He probably has a lot more smart shit to say than me.
I don't know. The small talk GW2 takes the cake. I think that's the highlight right there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this game's
Title of your stream.
this game's fucking storyline is basically small talk too.
Yeah.
It's sad but true. Fuck.
Yeah. You know what I hate? I got another one for you.
Yeah.
I hate when people talk shit about other servers in team or group chats. That's something I don't like.
I hate when
'Cause-
people talk shit about their own server and team or map chat. I'll forgive if you talk shit about the people we're fighting against because I think it gets a little bit emotional at times. I can't stand it when people talk shit about the own server and their own, even the link server. Like, that's one hard rule I do not do. Like, I speak very, very little in team and map chat. The only thing I do is spam out my Discord chat or talk to scouts or something like that or let people know I'm
Yeah.
on the way. But I don't say shit in map or team chat, and I
Yeah,
don't
that's what
ever say anything negative.
Yeah. That's what I don't like. I don't like it when people talk shit about an entire server, because every server we switch to, there's always a shit ton of amazing people on there. Just because there's a couple of assholes doesn't mean that just that server is just a bunch of assholes. I think that's something that a lot of people need to stop doing.
How about stop talking shit in general? That'd be nice.
Well, that's not gonna happen. So I talk shit myself.
I've heard you talking shit about me, saying that motherfucking stupid Indo, he's such a shitty fucking commander. I wish he quit
Yeah.
the game and threw his computer out the window. I heard you. I heard you on
Dude,
stream one day.
you remembered all my words by heart.
Word
Damn.
word for word. It broke my heart and I cried that entire night.
Did you write it in your feelings book?
I wrote it in
We
my
have-
fucking leather-bound feelings journal. And
Yeah, we have that too. Yeah.
I sometimes, I go back to it and it still hurts. It stings.
Good. That's
Wow.
how it should be.
That's
That's how we
toxic.
show love here.
That's toxic.
Yeah. A little bit. A little bit.
I guess I already asked you kind of this question earlier, but what's your stance on open field ethic or etiquette, like ash jamming or pin sniping? We talked about spawn camping, so I guess this is
Yeah.
kind of a different question.
Don't like spawn camping. I don't
about
like
pin
open
sniping?
siege. I don't like open field siege. I don't like pin sniping. Unless it's someone on the other server that you know and turns you into a MOA. That's pretty funny.
Then they're fair game, right? Then fuck
As
'em.
long as they don't exaggerate. And then when it comes to three-ways, I think that's what you mean, right? By
Yeah,
efficacy?
3 ways. Like if say server A and B are already fighting in front of you, and you show up, do you just fucking send it, or do you wait till A and B stop fighting?
I just ask in map chat. I'm like, are you guys doing some GvG thing?
Oh
or
no,
what are we
say
doing?"
the two enemy servers.
Oh. It depends if that one server pissed me off that day earlier. I will ask them.
Then you just
Like
fucking
if they
send it, right? So
didn't
if I'm
really
if I'm like fighting someone, you're like, oh, there's fucking Indo. Here we go, guys. Send it.
Ash Jam Indo.
Ash
send the
Jam
bucket.
Indo.
We're airdropping the buckets.
I fucking knew it. I knew it.
Yeah. Yeah,
E-
definitely gonna ash jam you if we see you.
Every time I see those hull tags coming up from behind, I fucking.
You
All
better
right,
watch out for those snowballs.
all right, all right. Fair
No,
enough.
I usually don't like doing that. I usually like to be kind of decent human being, but at the same time, if Green server was shitting on us all night, and we have a chance to run them over, we're gonna do it. Especially if it's a specific guild.
Ooh, which guild?
Just in general, like if that one night we were joking around about that punk guild, they're called.
They're actually nice
I was
people. So
no, but
they're on HOD, and
we were just go on.
no, no. I'm not saying you shouldn't finish your thought. I'm just saying typically I kind of, and this is wrong of me to do, but I fully admit it. I don't think I give full credence to PPT only guilds. Only because in my mind, I'm thinking if you're a guild that rallies 30, 40, 50 on the regular, make that force into an effective fighting force and just get shit done rather than just PPT and just get mowed down, over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'll help you get better so you don't get mowed down. So I don't give
Yeah.
full credence to them, but I had an opportunity to play with them because they're on HOD and they're actually really, really nice people. So like, it's my fault for, having that preconception in my mind, and maybe that's a little bit
Yeah.
arrogant and elitist and probably is, but they're actually really nice people. And I'll leave it at
Yeah,
that.
you gotta catch sometimes. You gotta catch yourself sometimes too. I do that too, unfortunately.
It's hard. It's
I'm
hard,
like-
right? Like it's not. I don't
Yeah.
disrespect them, and I don't talk shit about them. But in my
Just in
mind,
your head.
yeah. But in my mind, I don't think I give them full credence as a guild. I suppose like I don't give them like I wouldn't say respect because I respect them, and I don't because I don't disrespect them, but I don't maybe I just don't take it seriously. I suppose maybe that's the more accurate way to put it. I don't know.
Yeah, you're being an elitist.
No, I don't think I'm being elitist. Because an
I'm
elitist
fu-
would be
I'm
like,
just-
you guys are lesser guild than me. Get the fuck off the map. You don't deserve to be here. Like, let me get on. Let me do shit. What the fuck are you doing? Like, I don't say any of that shit. Like, if I want, I'm trying to get on the
Yeah.
map, I ask if anyone's, willing to give up the spots. If they say no, they say no. Like, but that punk guild is actually pretty nice people.
Well,
But
we
go
were
ahead,
just
do
joking
tell your
around
story.
One night. We were just fighting against them one night, and everyone's drinking, having a good time. And I was like, those freaking punk kids, they're not the punk kids for back in my day. I used to drink Colt 45 from out of a brown bag. I bet these kids don't even hang out in the back of a parking lot. They're probably in their mom's fucking basement, tie-dyeing their hairs. And anyways, just because they were called punk guild, so we kept going after them all night, and vice versa. So that's basically all we'll do for... we're not really serious when it comes to ass jamming.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
what I'm trying to say.
So I think your answer was a lot shorter than my stupid tangent. I took you on a journey.
I like journeys. It's fun. That's what this is for, right? It's not just to answer questions and be boring.
True, true. All right, I'm down to my last two questions, and one
Okay.
kind of leads into the other. So, we kind of open with this, but I want you to bring her home. What is your general command or world v world philosophy? I know there's a lot of inclusiveness, and having fun, but if you want to take a
just
little
thinking.
bit, take a little bit further.
I think that I'm thinking. Sorry.
Take your time. There's no timer
I
here.
think that people need to worry less about what others are doing, and worry more about what you're doing yourself. I think that.
What do you mean
It's
by
a big
that?
question,
Before you go
right?
on.
I think that people should worry more about what their group is doing, not worry so much about what other groups are doing in their server.
Okay. I can stand
Like,
behind that.
let people have fun, basically.
I can stand behind that. But how does
That's
that
one-
affect what you do and how you, like, how you approach World v World or commanding?
So my philosophy. Okay. How I approach commanding and how I see World v World, basically. That's what you mean?
Yeah.
I see it as
So
everyone has a job. Okay, go
okay.
on.
No. You. I was gonna kind of say what I feel so to get the juices flowing, but you
Yeah,
seem to
go
have
go
been on a
ahead,
roll.
because my first language is French, so sometimes it's hard to me to flip over, and it takes me a bit to think of how to say things. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I'll just to so you
Go
can
ahead.
kind of
Yeah.
get an idea of what the question I'm asking, because maybe I didn't
Yeah.
ask that properly, anyways, which is quite likely. Like for me, I look at the commander position. My philosophy about the commander is basically a management position. You're managing your squad, the groups, the positioning, the movement, the comp, you know what you're doing, the goals, the objectives. So I look at the commander as like a basically a management position, and that's my philosophy essentially when I'm commanding.
Oh. Okay. Okay, because that's different than your thing of World. I think that you're basically a mother.
Interesting. I like that. Go ahead.
Basically, I'm a mother. I'm a mother of 250 plus children, and I've
This is
got a
gonna this
million
is gonna be
things to
good.
do.
Okay, this is gonna be good. Go ahead.
What? Don't get too hyped. It's not that good. I'm a mother of 250 plus children. I've got random children popping in and out all the time. I've got children having tantrums on the left side, other children needing lots of attention on the right side, and I'm trying to handle a shit ton of stuff. But I'm already working a full-time job. I've got the map to check. I've got the chat to check. I've got the resources, the fights. I gotta figure out all the tactics. I think you're a fucking mother with a million things to do and not enough time.
I actually like that. I gotta be real with you.
You're a fucking yeah. And my guildies call me Mama L, so I don't have to explain a mother. You know what a mother is, right? So I'm not gonna
Yeah.
explain it, but you just have a lot of shit to gamble, a lot of stuff to do.
Not enough time
It's
to do it. No help.
it's less of a management position for me personally because I put my whole heart and my whole body into it, my whole life into it. For me, it's more of a mother position than a work position.
Interesting. It's an interesting perspective. I can get behind it.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
So that being said, you're like a mother of 200, probably a single mother of 250 children, because you got no help.
Single.
Single mother of 250 children. How does that, change your approach to, or your perspective even to commanding in World v World? Like, what is it that you make sure you always do to make sure you don't lose control or lose your mind, quite frankly?
Have fun with it, but also I found it really important that you give people roles. You give people attention and treat them like humans. They're not just a number. When someone comes into Discord,
They may be children, though, just not a number.
well, they're my children. I love them very much.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. No,
But
that's
like
fair.
if
You can have adult
if
children, too.
exactly. I mean I sometimes I miss people, right? And it happens because you're really busy. But yeah, so basically you gotta give people roles, make them feel like they're actually doing something with their lives instead of just following a Zerg blindly. Like Pixel, he organizes my squad that night. Um, Omicron, he scouts for me.
Do you
Or
change
usually
that
I
up?
tell.
Do you change that up? Sorry to interrupt you. Do you change that up, or is it the same people that you choose to do the same job every day?
Sometimes it's the same people, but then I'll get different people to do stuff like Wings. He likes to stay in keeps and scout sometimes too. So I'll be like, "Hey Wings, can you go do that?" Or can you go do that? Or can Group 5, all of you guys, go take this? Like, I'm just trying to say, basically, give people jobs. That's how I see it. As a mother, you have to keep your children. I'm not saying people are my children. It's just a fucking joke there. But you gotta keep your children entertained and you gotta keep them interactive with the game so that they don't fall asleep. I
I
don't
actually
know.
like the analogy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm bad at explaining,
No,
you know what I mean,
you
right?
know, you
Thank
put
you.
that as you're the first one to describe it like that, and it's a very interesting perspective. But the
Yeah.
other thing is, y not only this, but also the small talk for GW2. It's the first time I like in your mind you're thinking that, but you kind of laid it out there. You have a good knack for really, you know, putting something in a very layperson's perspective, quite frankly.
Thank you. Yeah, I just it's not. I know it's just a game, but it's real people with real feelings, and if it wasn't for my guildies,
You probably
I'd be
wouldn't be
so
playing.
depressed.
You probably wouldn't be playing the game.
In
Let's
real
be
life,
real.
I wouldn't yeah, I wouldn't be playing the game. I'd be at home depressed. Like they've helped me inside and outside the game. Like it's well, you know, right? You have amazing guildies too, right?
Yeah, they all bully me, to be honest with you. I could do
Well,
without a
that's
few of them.
love.
They all fucking, every single one of them, they all just bully me. All day,
That's
every
how
day.
they show their love to you.
They just straight bully me. I just get bullied. Like I ask for huzzas, and ask for hype, and they all just dot. You see like 50 dots in the fucking
Nice.
squad and guild chat,
It's cause
and
it's cause you're their dad. They
and
don't want
they
to listen to their
they
dad.
they just bully me. They make fun of me. They just dot me. I'm here to get people pumped. I'm like, yo, let's get pumped. Can I get a fucking huzzah? And then no one says anything. They all just like 50 dots just scroll down the fucking screen. I'm not even joking. I get like fucking pumped, excited, and these motherfuckers dot me. Like 50 dudes fucking dot me. It's the worst.
That's so much love. That's amazing. I love that. I love that. That means they love.
Not
Yeah.
one
Okay.
person,
Yeah.
not one person can say huzzah. Meanwhile, if we're in a fight, everyone's shouting their monkey brain out or like
Yeah.
talking about stupid stuff. Everyone's shouting, but I asked for one simple huzzah and I can't get it.
You're like the boring old dad. They're like, oh, okay, dad. Yeah, we've heard this story a million times now. Can we just go on with it?
Yeah.
I'm just.
But yeah, I agree with you. I agree with
They
you.
are
I
what
like
they are,
that.
but
I
you're-
really like that though. The mother. But let me ask you this. Hey, speaking of motherly, right? How do you? What is your perspective as one of the very few? And you don't have to ask. You know, I don't have to go down this line of questioning because I don't want to.
I'm very open.
I don't want you to feel like you have to have this type of conversation, nor do I want it to be based around that at all.
You're
Because
good,
I
dude.
think
I'm very open. You're good.
a good commander is a good commander regardless of, you know, whatever, gender, whatever, right? But how do you feel about being one of the very few, and when I mean few, I mean historically few female commanders in this game? You know, I think you might be one of like a handful of maybe one hand or at most two on NA at least. But historically, since the game released, I can't think of more than 20 female commanders, maybe 25 at most, in 10 fucking years. How does that make you feel? Like, do you like? I'm just gonna leave it there.
Um.
Like, your commanders are rare. You're rare of rare. Let's put it that way.
Oh, jeez. Thank you. I'll take that. I've been gaming for a really long time, and I'm used to being surrounded by mostly guys. So for me, it's natural. I don't really think about it. Actually, you say that we have a lot of females in our guild. A lot of I feel like every time we go into a different server, we recruit all the cool chicks.
I mean,
They
there's a
all
lot of
come with
female
us.
gamers. Don't get me wrong. There's
Yeah.
there's a lot of female gamers in GW2.
Yeah.
Trust me. Like the
I'm
amount
just
of
going on a rant.
the amount of like weird, flirtatious, inappropriate tells I've gotten over the years. I think it's a commander thing. If you're a single guy and you want to find a online chick, go command. It's the quickest way to find someone. I shit you not.
Wow, really?
100%. But number
What the
two, there's plenty of female gamers, plenty, but there's not
Yeah.
a lot of female commanders.
How does it make me feel? I don't know.
Do you think that it was harder for you as a female commander to get that respect and that, you know, kind of that support?
I'm just worried that people are gonna find my voice more annoying because I have a lighter voice than a man. That's the only thing I worry about. Feeling special? Not really.
What about, do you feel like there was a lot, do you feel like you had to go through a lot more to prove yourself as a female commander than just say a male commander would have?
No, cause like I'm watching Title right now, and I feel like he's going through more than I have, but also for me it was a long time ago, so I don't really remember. I feel like if people are talking shit because I'm a female commander, I don't see it. I feel like they're just talking shit because I'm a commander in general.
Right. So you don't get a lot of sexist, inappropriate tells as a female commander.
Never.
That's actually encouraging to hear, to be honest with you. I'm really happy to have heard that.
Yeah, I never do. Maybe because like they're worried they're gonna get the ruler or something like that. But like I can't even think of one person that's ever said something sexist to me ever as commanding or anything like that.
Do you think
Yeah.
it's? Do you think?
I think a
Why do
lot
you think
more
we don't see
females.
more female commanders? Let me ask you that.
Um,
Because
go ahead.
let me say this, and I'm still gonna hold by. I really I love and I like it, and it's a fresh perspective for the motherly role for the commander, and I can see that. I also, I'm gonna hold by the management position that I have, while still appreciating your position. But say they're not mutually exclusive, right? And you can be motherly, and you can be managerly, and still be a good commander. Because I don't think there's a
Yeah.
right and wrong way to command, right? It's just different
Nah.
ways to command. So they're both
You just
right.
gotta be yourself.
Yeah, you just gotta be yourself. They're both right ways to command, right? So let's say that that is true. Why don't we see more female commanders? Because I've met some pretty amazing female gamers that are, number one, good at the game, number two, have a good knowledge base, concept, awareness, management skills, motherly skills, whatever, and in my mind, they'd probably make a badass fucking commander, but they just
Yeah.
don't do it.
And you tell them that?
I don't tell them that. But you
You
think I
probably
should?
should.
You think so?
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you
I just
should
don't like to
because
assume.
some of them are probably thinking about it, but they're too nervous or don't think they're good enough or worried that all
You
the
think that's
commander
it though? But
worries.
I just don't. I don't know if they need my affirmation to be like, hey, let me throw up a pin. And I don't think
No,
it's
no.
necessary. I don't think it's compulsory, and they didn't ask me for my affirmation. So I'm not the type of person to assume. Like I got into this with Azure last week. Like he's saying that he was saying like when you're following a commander, when I rarely do, why don't you give them advice when they like do something that you don't
Because
agree
they
with
didn't
or they could
ask
do
for
better? They
it.
didn't ask for it. I'm not gonna give them my advice.
Well,
Who the fuck am
same.
I?
I
Who the
I
fuck am
don't do
I?
that either because that's pretty much being a backseat commander when you're following someone. And I hate that.
So like that's even for that. Like I don't like to
It's
overstep personal boundaries. That's just not who I am.
But it's different than if you're like a guy or a girl, if you're randomly commanding her and you're like, that was a really smart move, you'd be a really good commander. That's it. Don't do a whole thing about it. Just be like, just bring it up randomly. It might be something to think about it. And then you can say if you ever feel like tagging up, need pointers, let me know. Just in general. That's what got me like started. Someone saying that, and I was
Really?
like, yeah, why the fuck not? Yeah, I don't understand why there's not more female commanders.
I wish
I
there was.
honestly, I don't know. I have no answer for you. I'm not like on a female secret society that
No,
talk
and
to
I'm
each
not
other in
saying
the
that
bathroom.
I'm not saying that you should speak for all females out there just because you're a female commander,
I
but
know.
you're
Yeah.
a very rare breed, quite frankly. There's not, like I said, there's not a lot of commanders out there, and the number of us are dwindling. Female commanders are even a smaller percentage of that. You are rare of rare of rare. So I don't know if you had an opinion. Is all I
Rare,
was saying.
rare, rare.
Super
No,
rare.
I was just bugging you, dude. I don't know.
I don't think you
I have
feel. I
no
don't think you
fucking
speak
idea.
for the entire, all the females out there. So don't worry about
No, no,
that.
I know you gotta cover your butt. No, I don't. I have no fucking idea. I don't know why there isn't more commanders in general. But female ones, I don't know. I'm always hyped to see one.
Because that motherly perspective, I think it makes sense because some of the best scouts, or like at least back in the heyday when you actually had to pay for upgrades and then pay for siege and it was all expensive. I got to be honest, and gents, don't take this the wrong way because there were some great male scouts out there or whatever else, but historically, if I go back and think about it, my female scouts babied the fuck out of keeps, man. They babied
Yeah,
the fuck out of keeps. Like they'd walk every fucking yak in. They'd pay for every fucking upgrade. They make sure
that's what I used.
every siege was refreshed. Everything
That's
was
what I used
looking
to do.
clean and pristine and nice. And I was like,
Yeah,
holy shit! Like the
that's what I used
level
to do.
the level of and it was management. It was management. In my mind, it was management. They, you're saying motherly, but in my mind, it was management. The level that they mothered slash managed that keep or tower or whatever, I was like, damn, I couldn't even do that good of a job.
That's what I used to do, Meng, before I used to tag up. That's all I used to do is just upgrade and defend and everything, and I learned a lot from doing that. And I used to use all my own gold to upgrade everything all the time. And scout, that's all I did before I tagged up. It was crazy. I lost so much gold doing that.
Yeah, I know it was really expensive. Someone made a comment. Going back to the mother commander, the thought could be that some play to not have to do the mother thing for a little bit. I mean, that might be the case, Mamak, but I found and like I said, you don't have to use the word mother. I could use the word management. I think they're kind of we come from different perspectives, but they show the same level of competence, sincerity, knowledge base, gameplay. So if you want to call it management, call it management. If you want to call it mother. But they come from the same level of just getting the job done. So, you know, they're still doing it. They may not have a tag above their head, but they're still doing it.
Yeah.
I-
Tournaments. I was reading chat too with you. Yeah, it's the only advice I have for new commanders is just be yourself and have patience.
And have
Just
fun.
keep
And have
keep
fun.
going with it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And
All right. Sorry, go ahead.
people who are close to you are gonna stay with you. People who move away from you, it was gonna happen either way, so don't worry about it. Sometimes you get really close to players and they leave your guild and completely leave and everything. You know what I mean?
It's kind of
But
standard
it's
for any
normal.
game. It's normal.
It's
Yeah.
normal. Yeah, I'm just trying to say do whatever you can, and if people are gonna leave, if people leave, they were gonna leave anyways, right? So just don't make a fuss about it and just let it happen naturally.
I agree
My
with that.
advice
I
for
agree
being
with
a
that.
guild leader.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna throw my last question, and then
Oh, one more? God damn.
it's open
It's
to you
midnight.
and your journal. Last one, and then we can
I'm
end
just
it,
bugging.
or
Yeah.
you can go to your journal and we can talk about whatever. So the last question I have is, how can people join Hell? Can you throw out your Discord and the Twitch? Can you throw out a plug? I'm sure people have
That's a lot of
loved,
work.
loved, loved hearing about you guys. I know I have.
Thank you.
If my group dots me one more time, I'm fucking G quitting myself and I'm coming to join Hell. So that
Everybody,
being said, throw out a plug for Hell. How can people join? Where can people go? What do people got to do?
All right, everybody in the chat, you know what to do. ... Everybody, I'll join you in it. Here's my link for you, Indo. Just one sec. I just gotta grab stuff. So we're really open. Anyone that sees us in the BLs can join us, of course. Let me get you that stuff here. We've got lots of roles in Discord too. They're called kink roles.
Can I just join the Discord?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah. Of course, Meng.
Okay, great.
Anyone is more than welcome to join. Every time we switch servers, I tell people stay in our Discord to hang out and chat with us and just have a good time. You're tagged as ally. It's fine to stay with us. We like hanging out with you. You know. You don't have to be in the guild to stay in the Discord. One sec here. There you go. There's the link. Anyone's welcome to join, of course. We've got people from all sorts of servers.
I like that screen grab. Hi, join.
There you go. Welcome. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for
And
inviting
then,
me.
of course.
So go on. So there's
Twitch.
the link. There's the
There's
Twitch.
my Twitch down there.
What do people gotta
That you
do? Any requirements to join?
Requirements to join hell, just don't be an asshole.
Alright, I'm out again. Fuck. I thought I had a home when I got dotted, but I guess I'm fucking out. Fuck!
Don't be an actual asshole. That's what I mean by that.
Okay, okay. There might be some saving grace for me then.
Yeah. There's no really requirements. That's it. We have people that do only PvE in the guild too. That's fine. They want to do PvE and hang out with us and have some chats. That's okay. We're not just a world guild.
Oh, I did not know that. I should have asked that. So you're basically kind of PVX.
Yeah, we're PvX, but let's be honest, 98% of us play World v World.
Okay.
Yeah, but like we're having a PvE event this Sunday, so we're just trying to do stuff for people. That's it. That's my plug.
Awesome. That's a great plug.
And that you should, yeah, definitely check out Bumba from Torque. I think that was it, right?
I don't know him, but if you know him, ask him. If he's down, have him DM me, or if you want to ask on if you don't mind asking on my behalf, since you're on the same server with him, let me know.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna be interviewing Lectal next week, but I lost all the commanders that I had lined up, so I gotta go through it again. So if you know anyone that would be interested, or anyone is interested, by all means.
I'll hook you up, yeah.
I'm also starting up a secondary podcast as well, where I'm just going to shadow a guild during one of their guild raids, preferably in full comms, and just kind of spotlight and highlight their guild.
Oh geez, so you're gonna, if you want to join us, you gotta start a night safe for work stream.
Got it? What?
Start a not safe for work stream.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
No, I stream us all the time. It's fun. You're more than welcome to join us anytime. That goes to anyone else. And if you ever have questions, or if you're on a different server and you want my advice on commanding, just send me a message. Go onto Discord, PM me, and I'll help you as much as I can.
I might take you up on that guild spotlight.
Yeah. Anytime, man. Just let me know.
All right. So if there's nothing left in your journal, then we're done. Unless you got anything left.
No, we went through everything naturally.
That's pretty good, right?
So
we took a lot of notes and we went through a lot of it.
Yeah, we talked a lot. The thing that I had like written in huge on my page for reals was what the fuck guild hall and pants. That was my main thing.
That's great. I actually fucking love that.
Yeah, but I know we don't wanna keep doing a bunch of fucking small talk, so better end it.
Yeah, I mean, we could, but then we'd just be pulling an A-net.
Yeah.
Right, and we don't want that.
You don't want to go full A-net.
You never want to go full A-net. Never go full A-net. It's just a disaster if that's what happens.
Yeah. That was really fun, Meng. Thank you so much for inviting me. I actually had a good time just chatting with you.
Thank you for joining me. I should be the one thanking you. It was a blast. Honestly, you know what? The small talk and then the mother perspective. I absolutely fucking love it. It's brilliant. Straight up. Brilliant ways to put both those perspectives. I loved the conversation with you. It was a lot of fun. Good luck with the bucket and the sock and all that nastiness, but
good luck to you and your guildies that don't have buckets and socks. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, Lord Almighty. I look forward to seeing you on the battlefield. Take care, be well,
Alrighty.
and thank you. It was awesome.
Thank you,
Absolutely
man.
awesome,
You guys
Elrenia.
take care.
Good
Bye-bye.
luck with everything.
Happy birthday. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Take care.
Yeah, bye.
She was pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. It was a fresh perspective. I love it. That was a great fucking conversation with her.